Oh man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mateus Shizinski, I think is how he calls his name. Uh, yeah, so. Oh no, I don't know how to spell Mateus. Oh yeah, Mateus Shizinski. Dude, that's who I want to watch. I do stream now. This is true. And I finally can stream my screen. Also, if you have any questions, I'm answering that. But right now, I was going to be going through um, Mateusz Szczecinski's clips. Because I think Mateusz Szczecinski is one of the greatest submission hunters of all time. Uh, well, not of all time, but like this current generation, dude. Like his Baron Boas, the footlocks are like actually disgusting, and he has the best K guard ever. Not actually. I think Meow has like one of the best K guards ever, but Mateusz Szczecinski is pretty freaking good. You know what I'm saying? And dude, even when like, yeah, he went on Gary Tonin. Oh yeah, this shotgun armbar, I genuinely think is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Once this is done, you guys are gonna see the coolest armbar I have ever seen in my life. This is gonna be really loud, I think. But guys, trust me, this is the coolest shit you will ever see from an armbar. Trust me. What's your college like? Because I'm like 2 hours away and college hunting right now. I like UF. Oh god, my co-president's calling me. Uh-oh. Yo, what's up, bro?
So the guy's being a pussy and he's complaining that we have too many good guys on our team and the other team is too good and na 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 na.
Wait, the
So
Georgia Tech guy?
yeah, so long story short, we can only bring one purple belt and we can only bring two blue belts on the B team.
What? That's
Yeah.
wait. Why?
I don't know, he's being a pussy. I don't want to say it. He's like, yeah, man, you guys are too good. Don't be too good. That's what I had a 20-minute conversation with him, and that's all he told me. And the guy's an idiot. So he was like, "Oh, how good are you guys?" I was like, "I don't know. What do you want me to say?" And he just
We
kept
have a
pissing.
couple blue belts, we have a couple purple belts. Purple belts don't mean shit anyways. Why do they care?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, dude. But no. And not only that, after the conversation, so the guy was good with the start of the tournament on one.
Mhm.
And after the conversation, I guess he rubbed him the wrong way. So
Mhm.
he's like, "Yeah, guys, you guys gotta be here to 12 sharp." I'm like, "Listen, bro." I just texted him. He didn't answer yet, but I was like, "Listen, bro. Weighing in takes 5 fucking minutes.
Mhm.
There's 4 schools on total going. Emory dropped out, so there's 4 schools going total.
Mhm.
It literally is gonna take 5 fucking minutes. And you said the tournament starts at 1. Why can't we show up at fucking 12:30? Really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the guy didn't answer. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes.
Bro,
Um,
what the
yeah,
heck?
exactly. So you gotta tell Andrew that if he wants to go, he's gonna coach, but he can't compete.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
What the
So
heck?
your dream team is not gonna happen.
Oh, my dream team. No. Okay, whatever. It's fine. To be fair, dude, if we rolled up with the team that I wanted, that would be so messed up.
That would be. I told you. I told you yesterday that.
But so this guy, all right, whatever. We'll just fucking kill him anyways. I don't even care.
Yeah, this like I hope somebody's good there, and I hope I go with this Georgia Tech guy, so just
Mhm.
fucking fuck him up and post him on our Instagram.
Yeah,
That's what I hope.
but what we should do just to have you in reserve is put me or Mason first to take out
Oh no,
some of the guys so that you're
I'm
full
going
gas.
last.
Yeah, I know. I want you
I'm
full.
going last.
I know, but you should be full gas tank to be able to wipe a team.
You want to wipe the team?
Yes.
That would be funny. Okay. Alright. Also, Yaniel can't go Saturday, which means tomorrow I'm gonna ask again.
Mhm.
I'm assuming we'll have people, but we need to fill in some spots.
Mhm.
So the team as of now it is me, you, Ronan,
Okay.
Mason, and Sebastian. Gotta
Okay.
put
Okay.
Sebastian in place of
We're going through our team for the quintet right now,
Xavier.
guys.
And then we gotta fill in 2 spots for the B team.
Okay. Well, we can address that tomorrow and see
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
up.
yeah. Exactly.
But okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, I'll talk to you later then. Fuck, that's whatever.
Oh yeah. Also, I gonna
Nah, dude, I'm gonna go train. I gotta train.
Okay, okay. Alright. See ya.
See ya, bro. Bye. Fuck. Okay, so basically what's going on is we have a quintet tournament at Georgia Tech for collegiate jiu-jitsu. Pretty much is all that's gonna happen. We made our A team initially, and last year we've been doing a really good job of trying to bring up the skill threshold for our jiu-jitsu club, right? So we have a couple purple belts. We have a bunch of blue belt, or not a bunch of blue belts. We have some blue belts. We got a bunch of white belts. Our purple belts are pretty good, to be fair. A bunch of them have been like one of our guys beat up one of the instructors at Fusion Excel in Orlando, and he's a black belt. He's pretty good. So like generally speaking, like we're a lot better than we were last year, and we are trying to be able to go compete with our A team at Georgia Tech, and they said that no, we have too many decent people. The weight cap is 850 pounds. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I don't know if you know Blugo, but one of our purple belts broke both of Blugo's legs, and Blugo is really fucking good. Blugo beat up 4 black belts in one day as a purple belt. Obviously belts don't really matter, but generally speaking, he's pretty competitive. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically where we're at. What I was saying though, Mateusz Szczecinski's K guard armbar, coolest shit I've ever seen. Look at this clip. Lugo, as in yes, the BJJ face guy. I train with him. We train at the same gym. Funny enough, and Brock also trains at the same gym. Funny coincidence. Anyways, coolest armbar I have ever seen in my entire life, dude. I'm telling you right now, this shit. Add this shit to your K guard if you play K guard. Or in general, if they ever grab your far foot, you post with K guard. They can drop for a knee bar or a straight ankle on this, so be slightly careful. But generally speaking, this armbar will break whatever they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Also, guys, be sure to like and share the stream so that I can do this. Oh God, Cole joined. The guy that I think that's my Cole. I don't know. Is it my Cole? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, dude, he grabs the tricep, right? Pulls it in, and dude, this is a tight armbar. Look at that, bro. Ooh. Also, guys that are watching right now, would you guys want me to do match reviews of you guys? Low-key might go to UF Collegiate BJJ. Sounds cool. Never done a martial art before. Yeah, dude, if you want to, by all means. You know what I mean? We take newcomers. It's a lot of fun, in my opinion. Anyways, yeah, but this shotgun armbar is disgusting. But yeah, bro, come on down. We don't mind. Yeah, done, bro. Like, look at this shit. Tight as fuck of an armbar. Do you have any recommendations? For a college for BJJ. I'm still a junior in high school, but I'm looking. Don't go to school for BJJ. You can get good anywhere, genuinely. Like, don't do that. I think you should just go to whatever, dude, go to the best college you can. Don't go to college just because of jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? What's your favorite submission? Aoki lock. We don't got no wrestling or jiu-jitsu clubs in Dubai. Yeah, bro. We are. I know I'm blessed to have what I have. What gym do I go to? I train at Pedigo Submission Fighting at the Birdhouse with Blugo, who's the jiu-jitsu face guy, and Brock Waldy, if you know who that is. Yeah. Right now, I've been focusing on doing my jiu-jitsu club right now, and a bunch of the other guys are like trying to grow, like coaching at other schools right now. So everyone's a little bit busy, but the entire team's gonna come back together pretty soon. Trials is going on, so they're in their trials prep camp right now. Because a bunch of guys want to do that. I'm not doing trials this year, which, trust me, I really, really want to. Oh, and guys, let me know in the chat right now if you guys would want me to do match review. Did you see Quintet? No, I didn't. I just started Pedigo submission fighting. Nice, bro. Glad to have you to the team. Da, da. But anyways, yeah, I do want to actually do match reviews for people in general. You know what I mean? So low key, we might do that. Look it up, bro. Some killers going on this Thursday. Yeah, I'll look at that. Have you rolled with any UFC guys? No, I have not. I want to so bad. When I go down to South Tampa again, or South Florida, sorry. Actually, wait, have I rolled with UFC guys? No, I don't think I have. I'll go to Gracie. I want to go to Gracie Tampa South and roll with some of their guys. But the thing is, like, rolling up into a gym, just be like, let's roll. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. if I go to South Florida and stuff, I'll definitely try and to get my ass kicked on camera for you guys. You know what I mean? This is BJJ struggles, not BJJ is good at jiu-jitsu. I just watch a lot of jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? So I'm really not that good. To be in my opinion. Well, and also most people's opinion. I'm not that good. Uh, who else? What else did I want to show you guys though? I wanted to show Mateusz Szynski because I think he's got some clean submissions, bro. Like this guy's got fucking shit from any match reviews on the live. If I need to figure out a way, does anybody have any ideas where I can get you guys to submit your matches so I can react to them? Because I have zero clue how to do that. Which honestly, I could just sit down and like search it up right now. To be fair. But I do have a Discord already. I just haven't posted it that often. You know what I mean? Favorite thing during live rolls is rolling with the way better guys and seeing how I can improve. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Honestly, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like having super tech for me, the most fun I have in training is having super technical rolls. I'm my first BJJ comp in a few weeks, and I'm make a channel in Discord. You know what? Yeah, fair. I have my first BJJ comp in a few weeks, and I'm really nervous. Do you have any tips? First of all, nerves. Everybody gets nerves. You know what I mean? Don't feel like you are the only one nervous. Dude, this guy thinks you're gonna probably kill him. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, just go out there and have fun. You're getting injured all the time. But, dude, generally for your first time, or your first comp, go have fun, bro. Get a good warm up. Have a game plan. You know what I mean? Rehydrate correctly. Don't just go in dry. And yeah, you should be fine. Fine, dude. It's a competition. Have fun. You're paying for it. You know what I mean? You'll be okay. How do you avoid overtraining? I avoid or how do you, or sorry. How do you know if you are overtraining? You're probably overtraining if you're getting injured all the time, your recovery sucks, you're sore all the time, you can't compete, or you can't do everything maximally. You know what I mean? Generally, you're getting injured and you're gassed. Yes, I do recommend it. Yeah, I'm right now trying to. Right now, I want to watch. I was gonna watch Rafa Mendes, dude. Rafa Mendes has the coolest jujitsu. Dude, he's so good. He's so good. He makes black belts look silly,
We
dude.
didn't get our money up. So then when I was getting my money
Just
up,
make sure
my
ego
phone
doesn't
friend
stop you
account,
from tapping
I
when you
told
really
her
need
she
to.
knows.
This is a
I've
big
known
one.
Una since middle school.
Tax
Grew
ev-
up in immigrant
tax evading is correct. Hey guys, be sure to like and share the stream if you haven't already, so more people can get in here and we can continue to build this amazing community. But yeah, dude, yeah. What tax evading said is 100% correct. Follow what he said. That's like pretty good advice generally. You can't get good at jujitsu if you're on the sidelines from an injury because you didn't want to tap. You know what I mean? That's generally how you want to do it. Oh yeah, we're also gonna do this. I'm gonna like show you guys some of the clips from the club that we got that our camera girl was doing for us in our Google Drive. I just gotta do it off screen so you guys don't like spam my email and stuff. But yeah. Also, would you guys want to see a BJJ Struggles YouTube channel with vlogs and shit, dude? That might be. Oh God, Sam, why are you in my chat? Are you going to train? Or Sam, are you training tonight? Sam. 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 Yo, YouTube vlogs would hit. Okay. Low key, that'd be tough. Yeah, we might start it. Low key. Sam, I can if you want me to. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go train Gi. Actually, I need you as a dummy. So yeah, I need you to show up. Actually, do that. I need to make a video. So show up. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. If you do ever want to train with me, let me know. I train at BJJ Swamp Academy in Gainesville when I'm in Gainesville. Yo, you do Gi? I do Gi. When I was a kid, I did a lot more of it. But like I actually like Gi a lot, you know what I mean? It's just a lot more fun. It's a lot more technical. For me, I can control a lot of where the roll goes. What do you think about the B Team rebrand? I think it's a good idea. I mean, dude, Craig Jones is literally doing a bunch join. What the heck was that? Anyways, but Craig Jones is just doing a lot more stuff when it comes to trying to promote his own tournaments and stuff. You know what I mean? So honestly, I think it's okay. I think Simple Man Martial Arts is a lame ass name. Don't ever tell any of the B Team crew that I said that. They might rip my leg off. But generally, I don't like it. What's the worst injury you've gotten? From BJJ? I broke my ankle. How do you progress even when injured? I played guard on my other side of my body, and I had very good teammates that did not try to injure me as I was flowing. I also have really nice teammates that are all physical therapists and helped me do a bunch of rehab, so I was able to get in the game really quickly. Playing on doing gi for first absolute, feel I can control better with them. Yeah, so here's what I'll say about gi. The skill threshold in gi, if I go against like Diego Pato and gi, he's gonna beat me up for like 15 minutes. Even if I didn't know gi, he would just beat me up for 15 minutes, you know what I mean? But I might be able to do a super explosive movement and just jump on a submission. Or I might be able to jump on his back or something. So I will say, like, at lower belts, it's very easy to deal with people that are somewhat better. As long as they're not world class, you'll be okay. You know what I mean? The better people get, though, is when problems start to come. So for me, for example, like when I go against world class people in gi, I get fucked, like just destroyed. If I go against like normal people in gi, it's all right, you know what I mean. But when you start going to like those world class competitors, it's done. Do you think heel hooks should be legal in gi? No. I think the problem with what time do you mean to be, dude? Whenever you want to. I'm gonna go out to like the 5:30 class thing. I don't think heel hooks should be allowed in gi. There's too much friction, so you can't slip. You know what I mean? So like there's no escape in my opinion in gi. It's so hard to escape in gi, in my opinion. It's rough, you know. So that's what I would say. I don't think heel hooks should be allowed. I also just think there's way more creative submissions than just heel hooks in gi. As I like doing heel hooks, you know what I mean? Leg locks existing in gi kind of scare me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Leg locks in general are scary when you first do it. You even know what Fargo was. I just know I don't want to lose. That's funny. But yeah, did you see I competed this week? I am proud. I did see that you competed. I didn't see the matches though, but I did see that you competed. I'm a fan of ADCC not allowing heel hooks for certain belts. Bro, I hate to tell you this. I'm 95% sure that heel hooks are allowed at beginner. I might be wrong though. I'm constantly injured. Any advice staying healthy and consistent? You need to get on a lifting schedule, and you need to train less, most likely. So, but if I were you, I would get on a strength and conditioning cycle so that you can bulletproof your joints and train with a lot less intensity. That'll probably keep you in the game. That's generally a lot of people's problem. That might help. I've never been subjected to leg locks, and I've seen videos. It's scary. Yeah, dude, it looks scary, but it's like I think of it as like gun safety. Like the more that you do leg locks, like the more that you're aware of that what they are, the easier it is. I took your advice and didn't stop asking questions. Haha! Thank you. You did take my advice. Good job. Those are fighting words. My older brother is a pink-haired heel hook king. Woo! Sounds like Bad Ben. In AGP Tour, I'm pretty sure heel hooks are banned until brown and black. That makes sense. Naga, they're allowed at blue belt. So be a little bit careful. And in my opinion, if you're going to be doing jiu-jitsu long enough, you're going to have to deal with them anyways. You know what I mean? Your brother's Ben? Keep him away from my legs. But in my opinion, you're gonna have to deal with leg locks anyways. Punk grappler, thank you. But you're gonna have to deal with them anyways. So in my opinion, saying you shouldn't use them is stupid because you'll never learn them. Like if I didn't learn leg locks early, I would be getting stunted on still, which I still get murdered, but like not as bad. Who's your favorite Nogi grappler? Fabricio Andre is the most exciting grappler I've ever seen, in my opinion. My favorite grappler technique wise, um, Levi Jones Leary technique wise, but Fabricio Andre is my favorite. What do you think about gyms that like completely ignore leg locks? There's nothing wrong with it. It just depends on the culture of your gym. I think you should run your gym however you want to, but you shouldn't be upset if people leave the gym because of it. So like completely ignoring leg locks is setting your students up for failure if they ever compete because straight ankle locks are allowed at white belt. You know what I mean? So that's just a big problem when it comes to like your white belt's not understanding. If your white belt has never been in a straight ankle lock, dude, and gets straight ankle locked by some pink haired dude named Ben, you know what I mean, and gets his foot obliterated, sucks to suck. You know what I'm saying? That's rough. When's the next comp this weekend? What's the best grappler to study for heavyweights? Gordon Ryan. Unfortunately, like you probably already know that, but it's probably Gordon Ryan. Best ever. Um, nice. My favorite grappler is Joseph Chen. Joseph Chen. I love Joseph Chen, dude. I love me some Joseph Chen. He's really good. Yeah, exactly. Like I've been ankle locking Sammy in the chat for like a year straight, and I have no regrets. I'll do it like 30 more times. What's the best heavyweight to study? Yeah, I already said that. How do you get the nerves out before competing? I sprint. Josh Saunders is very good. Josh Saunders is one of the most efficient grapplers of all time, in my opinion, because of how fast he was able to fast track his jiu-jitsu. He also wasted zero time. Like, even I waste a lot of time when I'm training, because I'm either just fucking around, I'm just trying dumb shit, you know what I mean? I waste, like, a lot of grapplers, we waste a lot of time. Josh wasted no time and just wanted to get as good as possible, made a business based off the fact that he got as good as that good, and then continued on the snowball effect. Josh Saunders, very smart and very good at jiu-jitsu. I don't have any complaints when it comes to Josh Saunders. You should watch him. He breaks down everything very nicely as well. That's how I think of his jiu-jitsu. I don't know anything about him as a person, though. But yeah, the way I get nerves out before competing, sprint them out by literally just gassing myself. I will also have one really hard match. And yeah, that's pretty much it, what I do. Oh, I get nervous poops. I literally just nuke my bathroom and then call it a day. What do you think about Giancarlo Bardoni? Giancarlo is very good. I think Giancarlo is one of the best at playing the 80cc rule set. He also has stupid technique, and he is ginormous for 88 kilograms. But he has very good technique. Yeah, CJI too, I was kind of disappointed too. But I think Taylor Pierman... Matter of fact, Taylor Pierman, let's watch him so you guys can understand. A lot of people don't know who Taylor Pierman is. Taylor Pierman is a legend, bro. What's your best sweep? And tripod or... Yeah, probably just a tripod sweep from reverse De La Riva. That's about it.
What if you were prepared
In Gi, I do a lot of De La Riva stuff and De La Riva inversions.
for all these interview
I also
curveballs?
do a lot of... I play a lot of X guard in Gi. It's just so much easier. That Kenta or that one dude. Dude, Kenta went nuts. Kenta did go absolutely insane. I will say. Kenta's a dog, dude. Kenta proved that he's a dog. Come to Comba to Sunrise, bro. Dude, I've been to Comba before. Eddie is my boy. I don't know if you know Eddie. Eddie is my dog. I love Eddie. Me and Eddie used to train together all the time. The K-Guard video from earlier, that was Mateusz Szynski's K-Guard entry, where he shotgun armbarred the dude that continued to hold onto his trail leg, and all he did was pull the tricep and throw his leg over to get an armbar. Yeah, dude, I love... Bro, Eddie's... Dude, that's the most Eddie shit I've ever heard. But dude, yeah, I'll visit. Don't worry. I'll be at Comba soon. But yeah, I love all of them. They're all really cool. Alex is really cool. My coach knew Alex when he was a purple belt. Funny enough, and his nickname is Purple Belt because they just called him that. And he's a black belt. Like Alex is a super good black belt. Do you think Joseph Chen's passing? Yeah, probably right now. Would I roll with Derek Moneyberg? Yes, I would, because my club needs money. We are poor. Which I might low-key set up a GoFundMe so we can actually go do cool shit and vlogs and stuff. And travel. Anyways, this is Taylor Pierman. For those of you that don't know, he was like the guy that tapped Giancarlo Bardoni. Taylor Pierman has one of the greatest guards of all time. It's a really good butterfly half guard. If you see with everybody's butterfly half guard, they will let them send it in, and it doesn't matter. And the problem with butterfly half guard, though, is you can't keep them in the guard for very long. Like, it's up to them to engage. You Darce Taylor Pierman? Bro, I bet. You should tell him that. So if the way that butterfly half guard generally always works, they grab your head, you Choi bar. They don't grab your head or disengage, you underhook this leg and go the right side leg and go to K guard. If not, you can arm drag up or you can elevate and go to saddle on the left leg. This is generally how most butterfly half guards are played. Once you know that, on like average people, you can usually deal with it. If they go to reverse De La Riva or De La Riva, you better either stand up and disengage and start fighting the feet. Joseph Chen talks about this all the time. You need to disengage from people's feet connections before they start attacking you. He's going, but Taylor Pierman has a really good and flexible guard. You always should try to stack him like he is, but he's not going all the way underneath, which is generally why he's able to go to K guard, elevate, and probably he's going to go to outside Ashi. I haven't watched this match in a while, though. Oh, yep, and he's getting trend locked. Should I make a BJJ account? Yeah, why not? Any YouTube suggestions for takedowns? Yes, I have like a lot. I have to go back and look, but there's a bunch of stuff that I do have, for that. So, I have to go back and look though. If you guys want me to make a YouTube series on like basic principles of stand up, I can do so now because I'm coaching wrestling again. I just have to sit down and make all the videos. Literally the reason, are you good at ankle picks? Yeah, so I have orangutan arms. Funny enough, I'm 5'4" and I have a 5'11" to 6 foot wingspan. So, I like ankle picks. I have a very odd build. If you guys see me like off like in person, I'm very weirdly built. Um, 5'4", he is 5'1". I don't know what she is talking about, and get her out of my chat. Damn good genetics. Yeah, African American genetics you go crazy. Would you take a match against Patch? I mean, I would take it just because, but he would beat my ass. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you know. How tall is Unc? I'm 5'4". I'm 6 foot with a 5'6" wingspan. That's very interesting. I'm a wrestler. How do points work in BJJ? Most videos I see is just people winning by submission. Challenge Kyle O'Hare. Kyle O'Hare is actually good, but yeah, maybe we'll see one day. Maybe I'll also rage bait my way onto who's number one. I don't know. Okay. What was it? Who are you asking about? Oh, points work. 2 points takedown. If they pull a guard, there is no 2 points. Usually 2 to 3 points for a guard pass. 2 to 1 point for knee on belly. 4 points for back. 4 points for mount. That is generally, and you have to stick them for that long. If they turtle and like Granby out, there's 0 points. In ADCC though, 3 minutes no points period, 3 minutes points, same thing, but you have to stick them. Like you can't let them move. If they start like moving around, it's 0 points no matter what you do. So just remember that. You have to read the rule sets to understand. In IBJJF, it is different. My highest recommendation for every tournament you go into, you read the rule sets. You know what I mean? But if who's number one comes to like Miami or something, I'll ask. We'll see. What is passing guard for points? It's literally when you go to side control. So you know the pinning position in wrestling. So if you pin them without a Turk in, if there's a Turk, and you like collect the close side leg, it's no points. You need to clear completely and pin them to side control. Or north. Some tournaments allow north south, so that's an option too. But yeah. Guys, remember to like and share this thing so that I can continue to build my community. Dream gym to train at. Dream gym to AOJ HQ probably. That's probably it. Who just joined my Discord? What? Oh, it's Cole.
Me.
I'm on stream right now. Don't say anything crazy, bro.
When do I say something crazy?
All the time. All the time. But yeah, probably AOJ. That's probably my dream gym to train at. Their kits are just really cool. Yeah. Anyways, back to this match because I keep getting off topic. Anyways, yeah. So Taylor Pierman, if you don't know him, he was on TJI and he's won a bunch of ADCC stuff, and a bunch of Polaris Invitational stuff. But generally speaking, the way that his guard works is a pretty simple system, but it works so well. You grab the head, you go for Choi Bar. You don't grab the head, he goes for K guard. If the near side leg pops up, he'll do a false reap and then leg lock you. As you can see, he false reaps. He's going to invert through. I don't know if he gets a sub here, to be honest. I haven't watched this. Kicks over and goes to saddle. As the top guy, you need to start spinning now because if he does an inside spin and comes up, dude, he's breaking your leg. Yeah. Getting stacked, but he makes a self frame on his leg, pushes him off. He's going to kick through and collect the secondary leg, and this is really, really bad for the top guy. And usually he'll probably, if I were to guess, he's going to try to get a straight ankle grip on it, but if he gets stacked, he's fine. Yep, outside heel hook to reap, and yeah, that's deep. That's deep, yeah, that's done. That's done, bro. When the outside reap is that far, it's usually like, especially dude's wearing spats too, and it's like 2 minutes into the match. There is no sweat. He is not getting out of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked. It's a fucked position. Thank you, brother. Yeah, my MMA debut. Oh, never. If you guys can convince my mom to let me do MMA, I will do MMA. My mom would just never let me do MMA. My mom would cry. No, dude, I'm not making the switch. My mom would kill me, Sam. Um, I Yeah, my mom would kill me. I do have to edit a bunch of videos today. I edited some this morning. I was gonna show you guys some of the clips that we got from whatever from our like seminar thing that we did. You don't need permission. You are your own person. I am my own person, but I love my mom very much and value her opinion a lot. Unc, will you ever open a gym? Geo, shut up and get out of my chat. I've known it's you. Probably not. I'm poor. But no, I probably won't. Anytime in the future, solely because it's too difficult. Let me talk to Mama Xavier. I'll convince her. Yeah, no, bro, that is a horrible idea. No, I probably won't ever open a gym. Gyms are really difficult to deal with, and a lot of drama happens in jiu-jitsu gyms, and I am not. I don't have enough social skills to deal with that, because I would just yell at them. Wouldn't appreciate it. Yeah, dude, drama. But we have no. Okay, bro, whatever you say. If you could choose, would you train at Simple Man Martial Arts or Kingsway? If you want to have a good time, just Simple Man Martial Arts, just because it looks like so much fun. I like B Team and Simple Man Martial Arts solely because they look like they're having so much fun, which is kind of the videos that I'm about to start launching to begin with. I want to bring people to the sport, and jiu-jitsu with your friends is literally so much fun that you don't want to do anything else because it's so funny. Kingsway though, you'll get really good. Like, and Kingsway is like 400 a month or something stupid like that, and I'm poor. Oh lord, why do you want to do that on my stream? Dude, why are you dripped out? Sorry, my roommate's in my room right now.
Am I dripped?
Yeah, you are dripped, bro.
I am.
Eh,
Is my ass fat in this?
nah, bro. But yeah, Kingsway is you'll get good. I would just prefer to train at Single Man Martial Arts because it just looks like so much fun. I do think that like with those gyms in general, like obviously you'll get good, but I think you should already be good if you're gonna go there, in my opinion. And I'm not good enough. I would not, dude. I would be getting mauled by everyone there. You know what I mean? Like I'm not good at jujitsu. I'm not good enough at jujitsu to the point where it would matter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say anyways. In my humble opinion. I'm moving to Austin next year, and I'm debating if it's training a Simple Man Martial Arts or Kingsway. I think if you want to get good fast, I will say Kingsway is the way to go. John Danaher is like probably undeniably the best coach in the world. Nicky Ryan is just taking over though, and I think Nicky Ryan is just as like Nicky Ryan is very good and very tactical when it comes to jiu-jitsu, but he is flying around teaching seminars, and all of them are trying to make a bunch of money right now. So I would say try out both. I haven't trained there, so I can't say for sure. But me and the boys are going to be taking training trips to Austin. But I would say that you should probably go to Kingsway. The talent pool in Kingsway is so deep, so you're guaranteed to get like a bunch of really, really, really good people. So that's my opinion. Also, guys, I will probably be setting up the match review Dropbox. So we'll probably be doing that either tonight or tomorrow. Actually, definitely not tomorrow. I have to train a lot. When you start streaming, bro, last week, I clicked the stream button on TikTok by accident, and here I am. Oh no. Okay, but yeah. I started streaming last week because I clicked the button, and that's what ended up happening. But generally speaking, I don't think I'm gonna make this a thing, to begin with. Do I have a favorite grappler? Yes, I do. His name is Fabricio Andre. Shut up, Sam. Fabricio. Oh, shoot. Andre. BJJ. This guy is my favorite grappler of all time. Um, yeah. Matter of fact, I'll just roll the clip. I'll just roll the clip.
Got safety protocols?
I'll just roll the clip. Oh, God. Hold on a second.
Shop our vast inventory of safety products at Grainger.com. Call, click, or just...
Anyways, as I was saying, Fabricio Andre is genuinely, like, he's one of the most exciting grapplers I've seen. This guy, this funny enough, Gio, he was in the chat. I think Gio left, but Gio, honestly, if Gio, like, was doing jiu-jitsu, would be exactly like this guy. But yeah, dude, he can do legs, he can do judo, you know what I mean? He can submit you pretty much from anywhere. Like, he's very well-rounded, you know what I mean? His 80cc trial, dude, I know. Dude, that overhook armbar was nuts. What's the video you needed me for? Am I getting killed or embarrassed? Neither. I'm doing a seated flying armbar on you, so you should be fine. Well, actually, honestly, you don't need to go. I can just do it on Sofina. I think Sofina's going tonight, so if you don't want to train, you're not got to. Plus, you just competed, so honestly, you should probably chill. Or just do technique. Dude, you'll be alright. Unless you don't want to. It's not that serious. I can just do it on someone else. Okay, so yeah. Here... do I train Gi at all? Yes, I do train Gi. I'm literally about to train Gi tonight. You never explain task-specific games, even though my comment got a lot of likes. Bro, I'm so sorry. Literally, like, my comments get flooded with likes all the time. Okay, so task-specific games, I'll address it right now. Task-specific games are literally what they sound like. If I want to start getting good at wrestle-ups, my first thing that I should do is my first thing in my game, I should 100% work on off-balancing my opponent. So your task, if you can make your opponent touch the mat from a seated guard, you win the game. That's how you play task-specific games. Or if I'm playing seated guard and I want to start getting good at getting to dogfight and stuff, if I get an underhook on my opponent, I win the game, we reset, and we do that over and over again. That is how you start developing core skills in jiu-jitsu. If I want to get good at inversions, if I even invert a little bit underneath my opponent, I win and I reset. And you spam that task over and over again, because those are the things you need to do to get good at the move. If I can make my opponent's hands touch the mat from rear body lock, I can easily take him down, you know what I mean, to the mat and start to score. If I get my hooks in on my opponent, that's another task that you must accomplish to win the game. That is how you play task-specific games or a constraint-led approach, whatever you want to call it. And that's how people start to get really, really, really good, if that makes sense, Jay. But yeah, Blake, I do train Gi. I'm going to be training Gi in a couple hours. Bro, wait till you see the video I got destroyed. Dude, I'm sorry. Oh god, Gio's back. Gio, I was just saying how if you weren't like employed, you would be literally like you could literally be like Fabricio Andre to begin with, except less jacked and on less steroids, obviously. I like training in Gi. I like competing in no Gi. Competing in Gi is so AIDS. I'm just so bad at it. I don't even, like, do it. Like, I can't compete in Gi to save my life. I think I'll have to do it one day to begin with, but, you know. Yeah, when that day comes, I'll do it. How does being nonchalant dreadhead affect your jiu-jitsu? It does. My people rip on my hair all the time. That's what happens. But yeah, dude, this saddle entry is pretty cool, except the guy's being really, really heavy here in this match. This is boring me. We need highlights. We need highlights. I don't like matches. I want highlights. I don't care about freaking matches. I want highlight reels. That's all I want. I don't care about these matches. I want submissions only. I want flying submissions. Rolling for the back. Rear naked choke. Dead. You know what I mean? But dude, Fabricio, he's so good. It's just... Except Baby Shark he didn't beat the piss out of him. But, like, Baby Shark, they're the Manaus boys. Like, Baby Shark and him trained together when they were kids. So, honestly, he is probably the best direct counter to Fabricio Andre. I think Ethan Krellenstein also beat Fabricio up, actually. But Fabricio beat up DeAndre Corbet, which doesn't make any sense. I'm a green belt, and I'm doing good with brown belts, but I don't know if they're going easy on me. Should I ask them? Depends on how long you've been training. Green belts, dude, a green belt got like 4th at 80cc trials, because don't put your value in the belts. Put your value in the skill that you have. So if you've been training for like 6-7 years, dude, 6-7 years, and you're a green belt, dude, you have black belt levels amount of mat time. You know what I mean? So maybe they are going easy on you, but dude, you probably are really good. You know what I mean? So put value. The seminar went really well actually. It was a lot of fun. We're definitely gonna do it again. Fourth at ADCC. Yeah, dude. You got fourth trials, ADCC trials. Exactly. You have the same amount of mat time as a black belt, dude. You know what I mean? So like, trust you're probably better than me, to be honest. You know what I mean? If you've been training for 8 years, dude, yeah, you're basically a black belt. Am I competing at ADCC? I have no idea yet. I have no idea. I have to decide very quickly because I need to get in camp if I am, and then work on the rule set. Except I'm losing weight again right now because I just ate so much food and I blew up. My friend is, so I'm gonna go. Who's going? Yo, what's up, Cohen? Who's going? Actually, I don't. Yeah, whatever. So I'll support. W. I think Kale might be going to that, to be honest. Which I hope he's not, because Kale's gonna get destroyed. Love Kale to death, but he doesn't understand the rule set and he doesn't do enough leg locks. So like he's gonna get some leg locking, or he's gonna get destroyed by some random wrestler kid. But Kale's got heart, you know what I mean? I just found it yesterday. Yeah, dude, Kale's 19, and he is huge. If you guys ever saw my video of taking down a really big person, that guy is Kale, and he is 19 years old. He is huge, dude. Apparently he was bigger. I don't know. You two are the same age, Gio. You and Kale are the same age. So, Anyways, what I was watching was I was explaining to you why Fabricio Andre is the best and most exciting grappler. I texted you guys the Insta. You did? Dude, I'm so bad at like reading my messages. Oh, dude, he's my boy. Ha, that's funny. He trained. I trained with him last night. He's my boy. I love that kid. Yeah, he's really nice. I love him. He was supposed to do the. I'm trying to convince him to do the quintet with us. But yeah, dude, he's a super nice guy. If you are talking to him, bravo, super nice guy. Like I love him. You know what I mean? He's a sweetheart. I love that kid. No, bro. I think he actually asked to coach something. But no, he's great. He just got his purple actually under Capizzi, I think. But yeah, dude, he's getting really good. Like I think he's tapped me yesterday. No, he didn't tap me, but like Jacob, he's me and him are comparable to each other in my opinion. Like sometimes I'd get him, I think he'll get me sometimes too. Imagine they start drafting for the college. Dude, honestly, here's the thing with college grappling. They don't know anything about media. So the second that to be fair, every video I've ever made about college jiu-jitsu has gotten over 100,000 views. So literally what I might do for a month is just sit down and farm the shit out of that to try to get as many donors as possible to see if we could actually get like people doing drafts and shit like that, cuz that would be sick. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, he probably will get you good at jiu-jitsu. Dude, he's really good. He's super technical. He's a super nice roll. You know what I mean? Like genuinely I love the kid. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm just. Dude, you have no money. Yeah. Bro, I'm in class right now. Dude, you're in class and you're on any tips to get comfortable with rolling the same at comps as you would training? Compete as much as possible. The more you compete, the more comfortable you get with it, and the easier it is over time. That is what, like, genuinely, compete more, um, do mindset stuff, and make a game plan is my best advice for competition. Where you train, I train at Pedigo Submission Fighting the Birdhouse in Ocala, BJJ Swamp Academy, and I train at the UF Jiu-Jitsu Club in Gainesville. I train at 10th Planet SLC. Yo, bro, I started wrestling. You probably don't remember. I told you like 2 weeks ago, but it's going good. Oh, I remember you actually. Yeah, dude, I'm glad. How your season's gonna be starting pretty soon. I'm pretty sure, right? Have you guys had weight certs and stuff? And what weight you going? Thank you for following the live, brother. Yeah, dude. I can't wait to hear about it. You know what I mean? We can do match breakdown. I know I'm a jiu-jitsu guy now, but dude, I'll do match breakdowns and stuff like that later. I'll probably, if you guys want me to drop the Discord again, 130. Hey, I was at 138. But if you guys want me to drop the Discord again, I will drop it on my Instagram probably later today. When I get home after I train and stuff. So you guys can start posting your match breakdowns. So what's the plan, bro? The transition to pro eventually? Okay, so here's the thing, right? The plan really my plan is to grow the sport of jiu-jitsu. If I get good enough to go pro eventually, I'll go pro. You know what I mean? There just has to be a period of time where all I do is eat, sleep, train, repeat, and just do that on repeat. Which I know is surprising. I don't really do that now. I still do schoolwork. I still go out and do other stuff. But there has to be a point in time where I do that. But once I have the time to sit down and do that and enough funds, honestly, if I grow my social media enough, right, I could probably live off my social media and just do that. But the goal, I literally want to make jiu-jitsu look as fun as humanly possible to get more people into the sport. The more people into the sport, the better it is for everybody. It is clear, and it is very clear that you don't got to be the best to make money in the sport, and competing does not grow the sport. You know what I mean? It is very evident that that is not the way to grow the sport. We need to make Jiu-Jitsu 1 look as fun as possible. We need to make it be as entertaining as possible, and we have to make it as welcoming as possible. You know what I mean? That is what you need to do, in my opinion, to grow any sport. And Jiu-Jitsu's young. I think that it's in its infancy right now, and it can be super big in the next couple of years. I just think people like me and other content creators and other people in media need to push it like a motherfucker. And once people can make a stable enough income off of doing jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, dude, raps. We fundraise through spices and seasoning to sponsor our kids. Dude, that's actually sick. We need to do more sponsorship events so that my club can go compete and do more stuff. To be honest, is what we need to do. But yeah, we just haven't to be fair, we're all in college, so we don't really have the time to do that. But yeah. Back to what I was saying before. Fabricio Andre, most exciting grappler of all time. Not of all time, but he is pretty exciting. You know what I mean? He can pull guard. Obviously, elevates straight to single leg X, goes to double X. Exactly, dude, and that's the goal right now of USA Grappling. I'm not supposed to say this, technically, so I won't go too deep into it, but the goal is to get grappling into the Olympics. That's why they just started investing in the college BJJ stuff. You know what I mean? So, that was the entire point. Just went to Pans this weekend. It's expensive for parents. Yeah, dude, I can only imagine. I can only imagine how expensive it is. Dude, for parents, dude, that just sucks, dude. Like, No, it is not too late to start jiu-jitsu. Dude, I kid you not, a 65-year-old man just started training jiu-jitsu yesterday, and he tapped me with a knee bar. I'm not even playing. Yeah, dude, Fabricio, he's very good. So wait, did you say Kale might go? I did say Kale might go. Yeah, he might go. I think he'll get whooped. I think Jacob will have a better chance. I need to ask what weight Jacob's going, so I'm not in his weight class, because I love Jacob to death. I don't want to compete against my friend. So, we buy competition passes for the kids. Dude, that's sick, though. 6'5", bro, you're huge. You would be great. I feel like I have the size. Of course, yeah, that's with everything. But, dude, yeah, you're huge, dude. You could be really, really good. Bro, that's alright. Jacob's a dog. I love Jacob. By all means. I feel like I have the size, just need technique. Yeah, dude, that's with everyone. I need technique. You know what I mean? And I need size. I'm tiny and I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you can ask all my training partners. I am not good at jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Like, I still get, like, dude, Sammy's in the chat. Sammy trains with me. I still get whooped in my gym. You know what I mean? I'm not that good. Okay, so she's bugging. She's lying. She's lying on my name. Yeah, dude, you live in Vegas. Dude, I'm sure there's a bunch of welcoming gyms and stuff like that. Obviously, I get it. It's nervous to start. But genuinely, dude, just get in there. What's your gear brand? I'm technically not signed under anybody. I get gear from random people. I'll probably try to get sponsored, like sponsors sponsored pretty soon. Because I do need, like, more funds to go compete. Literally, everything I get from Jiu-Jitsu, I literally just reinvest into go training or doing competitions, or doing better content for jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? So, yeah. When I start doing that, I'll probably just, keep it going. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a gear company will want to sponsor BJJ Struggles, you know what I mean? We partners with Flow and Roll. Good guys. Dude, that's sick. Oh, Flow and Roll. They're actually, yeah, they have a really good gear, actually. If they want to, like, shoot your boy a couple bucks and some gear for some content, bro, let them know, because, like, I need stuff. I doubt they will, but if they want to, you know what I mean? That'd be great. Bro, thank you. You're a dog. A legend, some might say. But yeah, I'm probably. Oh yeah, and also what I'm doing, I just started another TikTok called Content Struggles because I want more people to make content in jiu-jitsu. Not that I like have a monopoly or everything figured out to begin with. The more people that make content in jiu-jitsu, the more jiu-jitsu blows up. The more people do jiu-jitsu, the more money we all get. You know what I mean? So if you're in this chat and you're genuinely thinking about if I should start content or not, if I should start recording something, dude, just record something and post it. Look at half of my videos is me just talking to the camera. Everybody can make content. What's your opinion on Level Black? I'm a J-Rod fanboy. I love Level Black gear. I love Level Black gear. Genuinely. Everyone just thinks I'm good at jiu-jitsu when I wear it, though. But Level Black kits are so cool. You know what I mean? Like, I love them. If I ever got sponsored by Level Black, I would die. Literally would die of joy. I love Level Black gear. It's sick. Those guys also, their marketing strategy is awesome. Have you seen Nikki Ross? You mean Nikki Rod? Thoughts on J-Rod? Shut up, Gio. Nikki Rod's Fuel Hunt. Yeah, I like them too. One of my boys, his name's Ronan. He has a bunch of their gear. I don't know. Mid. But yeah, it's not bad. It's cool. You know what I mean? Anyways. You guys are disturbing my film study. Okay, for the record, this shit, the amount of men that have hip dexterity where their knees just fall straight to their chest normally, or sorry, fall to their armpits, that's stupid. Like, how do you even do this shit? Oh yeah, guys, remember to like and share the stream so I can continue to do more stuff like this. Please, like, share, follow, do whatever you gotta do with the stream so I can continue to post more stuff. If you guys got any more questions, I'm willing to answer them as fast as humanly possible. Anyways. Dude, this inverted tornado guard shit is so annoying to deal with, dude. Because that triangle comes in so quickly. But honestly, pulling guard is the way. When are you doing oil check tutorial? Cole. Cole's hiding in his room right now, actually. I think he's playing Terraria right now, actually. I should ask him. But anyways. Pulling guard. No one talks about this, but in trials, dude, all the good people pull. I'm on Instagram right now, too. BJJ Struggles on Instagram. I haven't really invested much in my YouTube. I probably should. And I was gonna go to Twitch once because I just started streaming last week, literally. So once I move to Twitch, I'll probably move to Twitch eventually if I build enough people watching my streams here. But yeah, right now we're just gonna be on here because, but more people join this anyways. But yeah, nobody talks about this, but genuinely the meta for trials is to pull guard for day one, or at least for the first half, unless you're like J-Rod or some shit, because your gas tank will die. You know what I mean? Because think about it, day one is a bunch of scrubs. So all the people that are ranked like Fabricio, Rodriguez brothers, and stuff like that, dude, they're just going to come out and just murk everybody. You know what I mean? Day one, and just get quick kills. Day two, if you make it to day two of trials, you're fucking good. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm not even pro at jiu-jitsu, bro, but the best advice is to get obsessed. The Joseph Chen approach seems to be it. What's worse, Geebird or cauliflower? I've never gotten cauliflower ear in my life. Never gotten it. Ryan. Which Ryan? Like Aiken? Because, dude, I do not want to roll with you if you're training under that guy. Dude, you would have messed me. You would have beat me up. Over here at Carrollwood. Why do I feel like I've been there before? Oh, my Ryan. You mean Decardi or whatever? Like my Ryan? Because if you are. Oh, you're with my old coach, dude. I'm coming back soon. Funny enough. Yeah, that's where I was. That's my home gym. That's where I'm homegrown there. You know what I mean? That's where all the boys grew up with me, Colton, Noah, Luca, and stuff. Yeah, dude, I grew up there. Yeah, Ryan, sauces me up so bad. And Jermaine's my uncle, if you don't know. Jermaine beats me up. Well, not anymore. But, like, and Guy, dude, he would mess me. Yeah, I usually go on Thursday and Saturday. Yeah, dude, it's good vibes. Super chill. You know what I mean? I love the Thursday class. My favorite classes is Thursday, Saturdays. Oh, yeah, Big Jermaine. Dude, this guy knows ball. Bro knows my uncle. That's funny. He wants to belt. I'm technically belted under him. But, yeah, Jermaine's my uncle, bro. That's funny. Small world, dude. You should, dude. He's a super nice guy, genuinely. Wrestler from PA. That's sick. But yeah, Jermaine's a super nice guy. Genuinely dude, I wouldn't have done jiu-jitsu again if it wasn't for him. And shit, look what it's turned into for me. You know what I mean? You ever think about MMA? Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me though. Heel hooking white belts. Ah, do it. Duh. What else did you do? Guys, remember to like and share the stream, please. Is BJJ better out in Florida? Technically, yes. We gotta roll soon. Dude, you would have beat my ass. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know Boondock, but I trained with Steinbrenner Wrestling with like RJ and Coach Noble and stuff. I don't know if you know that. And you taught at my old home gym, which was super sick. When I first saw you share on social media, I was like, oh my god. But Boondock, you would beat my ass. What do you think the future of college BJJ is like? Okay, so here's what I am going to tell you right now. I will do my best once I am out of to small world, right? Once I'm out of college, I'm gonna do my best to market jiu-jitsu as much as possible to give everybody as many opportunities. I want to get good at jiu-jitsu. I also want people to be able to make money in jiu-jitsu. If I had to choose between people being able to sustain themselves at jiu-jitsu and me being good at jiu-jitsu, I'm gonna go the marketing route so everybody can get good at jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. But yeah, dude, Boondock, that's so funny. Bond champ, sorry. That is so funny. Yeah, small world. But yeah, dude. Oh yeah, for the record, if you see Bond champ in your bracket, pull guard. Uh, you're not taking down an NAIA national champion wrestler. Stupid. How do you learn to control your breathing while rolling? You learn over time, to be honest. I don't know like one direct thing that I do, but I am way better at conserving my energy now than I used to. But anyways, long story short, Bonchamp was the head coach at this grappling club that was in Wesley Chapel, and he's very good. I would only pull guard and try to leg lock him. I would not wrestle with him, and he's gonna call me gay. I am not standing up with Bond ever. He would tombstone me. Any ideas for hand fighting? Look at Bonchamp's wrestling page and join his wrestling academy. He's way better at hand fighting than I am. But generally speaking, try to get inside position. Always try to deal with your head positioning. Don't let your posture get broken so you don't get in front headlock situations. And always move your feet. Those are pretty standard for hand fighting in general. Don't abuse collar ties. Yeah, it's a school. He's making a bunch of really cool stuff. He's literally in the chat right now, Bonchamp. He's really good at wrestling. Like, if you look at all of his clips, dude, he is actually saucing on people the entire time. Super good. He just won a catch wrestling tournament randomly. So yeah, by all means, like, I know he didn't ask for it, but it's just genuinely my opinion. I've looked at his stuff. He knows what he's talking about, and he's way better at wrestling hand fighting than I am. So by all means, if I were you, I would go there. I'll end up posting my own wrestling for jiu-jitsu stuff. But as of right now, and one day I'll be better than Bond at wrestling. Not actually, probably wrestling for jiu-jitsu, but in a straight wrestling match, he's destroying me. But one day I will make like my own wrestling for jiu-jitsu stuff if you guys want me to. But yeah, if I were you, go to Bond's entire page. I've made a couple videos on it, but nothing in depth. Bond's page is really good though. Anyways, enough of glazing. Back to Fabricio on Dre. Oh yeah, bro. What the heck was that? Did y'all see that Russian snap tie, bro? Look at this thing. Look at this. He's gonna fake a single leg to the left. Bro's gonna go flying. Bonk! Bro, I'd retire. I'm gonna totally try to hit this on someone. But yeah, dude, like, look at this shit. Literally, snap tie. Guys, remember to share the live and like. Boom. Straight to his back. Jiu-jitsu guys, we suck at wrestling, so that's why that happened. And Fabricio is a black belt in judo. And actually has very good stand-up, especially for jiu-jitsu. ADCC rule sets, remember, first 3 minutes is no points. So, keep that in mind. Especially trials, dude. Look. But I gotta go 66 kg. If I want to do trials, I have to go 66. And I'm still small for 66. I'm not even, like, jacked either. I'm actually really tiny. If you see me in person, I am small. Yeah, dude, this is rough. Activity during current live. Okay. What do you... Oh, what? I have to re-verify. What the heck? Dude, TikTok says I have inactivity. What the heck did I do? I've been talking this whole time. Bro, TikTok hates me. Yeah, guys that are watching the stream, you got any questions, concerns, anything like that, leave them down in the chat. How do you think I do in ADCC? Sam, you need to train more. I love you to death. You need to train, dude. That's what you need to do. Focus on wrestling or cross-training BJJ. Depends on what your goal is. If you want to win stuff in wrestling, go wrestle. If you want to win stuff in jiu-jitsu, cross-train in jiu-jitsu. If you only have the chance to train like wrestling in high school, I would 100% focus on wrestling because you can always learn BJJ later. It's very difficult to learn jiu-jitsu the older that you get. So if I were you, wrestle. I stand on that. Even as a like guard puller, bro, wrestle. I know. I need to lock in if I'm gonna be a BJJ wife. Dude, you just don't train, Sam. You just don't train hard, dude. You just need to start training hard. That is all you need to do. I'm telling you right now, you will get so much better if you just start training and start understanding certain things and focusing on one thing at a time. You know what I mean? I know it sucks early in the morning to train, dude, but if you're gonna be in there, bro, you better start training. You know what I'm saying? Grab Danny and go drill stuff with her. Go ask her questions. You are literally paying for a skill. This is to everybody. If you are in a jiu-jitsu gym, you are literally paying to learn jiu-jitsu. Yo, what's up, Eamon? You are literally paying to learn jiu-jitsu, so don't waste your money and go do something when you're at the gym. You don't have to do exactly what the coach is telling you to do. You know what I mean? Go work on a game. Go work on a pass. How often should I be training a week? Right now I'm training 3 to 4 times, 2 hours a day. Dude, that's perfect. If I were you, I would lift just solely for injury prevention. Don't overdo it and do a bunch of back squats and deadlifts because that's like you need to look at spine loading in case, depending on what kind of game that you play in wrestling or jiu-jitsu. But yeah, I think you should lift 2 to 3 times a week. Keep your training where it's at. Make sure you're eating, sleeping, and recovering well. Don't do what I do and drink a bunch of Celsius and don't sleep. It's a horrible idea. But yeah, dude, you'll be good. But yeah, what I was doing before, I'm still watching these highlights of Fabrizio Andrade's back take. To be fair, dude, I also suffer from the short limb syndrome. So, like, I need to figure out how to control their rotation, and I love this backside triangle. I'm going to try that on somebody today. Because I've never, like, sent it. Any tips on shorter person's offense? As a short person myself, yes. Be very aware of triangles. Be very good at keeping inside position and move. Like, if you're small, you need to transition a lot more because you're not going to hold a lot of people down. You need to be very patient and wait for opportunities. You get comfortable in bad positions so you know when to escape. Be very good at your elbow and knee connection when framing. That is also a really good idea. How should I prepare for my first tournament? I'm training 3 times a week. Make a game plan. If you like passing, you should be only passing for your A game. You know what I mean? If you liked, December? Oh, you got time. Nah, just one plan. Learn how to play. Okay, sure. Oh, Bonchamp wants to join. Sure. But yeah, dude, if I were you, make a game plan. Yo, what's up, Bon?
What's up, dog?
What's going on?
How
What's
do
going
I have
on?
my camera on, bro?
I don't know either. But yeah, Liam, you need to make an A. If I were you, always make an A game. Like, if you know you're a takedown dude, don't just go start pulling guard in practice. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Do what you've already been doing. It's a little bit too late to start developing skills when it's like 4 to 6 weeks out. So you always want to try to... Oh my god, wait, this is the dude that slammed the guy and had Karen. Yes, dude, the guy didn't read the rule sets. For the love of... I've been saying this for the last week. If you don't read... First of all, stop jumping in the air if somebody's on your legs. You're gonna die. You're an idiot. Don't jump. I just taught this when it was sprawling. If you sprawl, do not jump into a sprawl. You're just gonna die, and I'm gonna laugh at you and post you on Instagram. That's all that's gonna happen. So don't jump. Second of all, if you're going up against an NAIA national champion, pull guard. You're not beating him on the feet. Pull guard.
Dude, am I on live right now?
Yeah, bro, you're on live. You're on.
Is it my own live or am I like on your live? I don't know how this
I have
works.
no idea how this works. I literally just started this. But if you want to address that situation, go ahead.
I'm trying to go live, but I've gone live once, but hold on.
Okay. Why do you recommend... Oh, Lord. Why do you recommend straight ankle locks for white belts? Because it's a very easy way to win. One. And two, it makes you start getting comfortable with leg locks. I will say you need to not go down the rabbit hole and just start straight ankling motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Yes. Because once you start going down the rabbit hole, you'll ignore a lot of other aspects of the game, like passing, holding mounts, holding back, and stuff like that. So you need to, at the same time as you're developing your straight ankle locks, still working on your passes, your guard retention, other submissions, you know what I mean? K-guard entry, stuff like that. But yeah, I probably am an easy tap to be fair. I need to learn how to defend leg locks more because I basically okay, yeah, you foot to the floor. My best answer, foot to the floor. Other than the trend lock, foot to the floor. If your foot stays on the floor, you won't get straight ankle locked. Pretty much it. Yeah, that's my best advice. He was on my live. So, I mean, what's the matter with you, boy? Yeah, you saw that too. Oh wait, sorry, Liam. I kind of stopped addressing your question, but yeah, make an A game. Only do that. Don't sit out rounds now when you're doing, like open mats and stuff like that, and always be trying your A game and spam it on people worse than you. Beat the shit. I'm saying beat the fuck out of people worse than you. Just start beating their ass. Don't let up and be like, oh yeah, sorry, bro. No. Sub them 6 times in a row. I'm not kidding. Before competition, like today, to be fair, it's Gi, so I'm probably not going crazy because we have a really hard training session tomorrow. But generally speaking, if it was no Gi, I would just be saucing people that are worse than me. At Sammy, no, don't tap. Sam, don't listen to them. You're gonna break your knee, and you have a kid. Don't do that. Thanks, brother. So I guess IG wouldn't be until January. What? What do you mean? I feel like I'm missing something. Any tips on short person? I just lost my first comp. I was aggressive cutting for 2 weeks and fasted 16 hours. Dude, that is crazy thing to do. Can you show us a plan? No. When is open mat where you are? I want to stop by one day. Okay, so here's the deal with open mat. I train at a lot of places, so I'm usually not in the same location every other week. I'm trying to figure out a way for my people to people to come to my open mat during my club hours because that's where I teach. If I go to Pedigo Submission Fighting Ocala, you guys can stop in there. They're very welcoming to everybody. The Jiu-Jitsu Face Guy Blue goes there. Brock's there. Tori is there, and some other guys that are, you know what I mean? We have a bunch of guys there that make content. Big Red's there. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to pop in there, by all means, go there. But honestly, we might do a media thing day to begin with. I just have to advertise it. But anyways, have a Nogi comp coming up. Any tips? Make a game plan. Do not aggressively cut. If you are a guard puller, do not start wrestling and vice versa. Make sure you have your number one pass and beat the fuck out of people worse than you. For this week, do not go with anyone better than you. Beat up everyone worse than you. Just strangle them. You know what I mean? Don't even let up. Just keep killing them over and over again. You know what I mean? Quick kills. That's what you want. No resistance. That's my best advice to you guys. Best advice. But yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, dude. This kid, I feel so bad because Fabricio is so comfortable with people entering on him when it comes to takedowns. It's nuts. You know what I mean? So like even so, dude, he's been on his back. I'm a wrestler, own my own wrestling club, dude. That is sick. Re-entering jiu-jitsu after a couple years. You have advice? Do Yeah, dude, just walk up to me. I have the memory of a goldfish. Just walk up to me. Or tell Jermaine to force me to come in and I'll just drive down and come train. Just let me know. I'm a wrestler, own my own wrestling club. Yeah, dude. Okay, so first of all, wrestle like a heavyweight. Do not let your head go to the outside unless you are blasting them off the mat. You know what I mean? Don't give any chance for Blue to front headlock you. Have dominant top position. You know what I mean? And yeah, just don't let up, dude. If you have a wrestling club, dude, you'll be straight. To be honest, you'll be fine. Just generally, always chase the back. You'll be straight. Wrestle like a heavyweight and do a lot of duck unders and slide bys. After my fast and cut, I felt like I had no energy to escape side control and lost build. Yeah, dude, that's what happens when you cut that hard. That's what happens when you cut that hard, dude. Like, for jiu-jitsu specifically, because you're not going to rehydrate enough, and especially if you're not used to cutting like that, dude, you need to not cut that much. Diet down, you know what I mean, obviously, but, dude, Roman and some other guy, I forget his name, have very good tips on how to, like, rehydrate. I'm not a dietitian, so I can tell you, dude, that's sick that you're going to do sub only. Your dog. I'm starting BJJ soon. Any tips? Don't train hard. Ask a lot of questions. I'll be back. Gotta get a physical paper from the office, Xavier. Dude, thanks for having you. You know what I mean? It was great that you're joining the stream. But yeah, dude, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, just go have fun. Ask questions. Don't spaz out. You'll be good. Is it worth it to get blue as soon as I turn 16? or wait to compete at white belt? It doesn't matter because if your goal is to be good at jiu-jitsu, your belt shouldn't matter. So if I were you, I would bump up immediately and go train. I don't care. Like genuinely, for me, I never understand this. If you know you're better than an intermediate level, go up a division. It's you're paying for it. It's your choice. You know what I mean? It's okay. Um, if you're planning to do jiu-jitsu for the long haul, you're gonna be dealing with black belts anyways. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to get thrown to the sharks, but generally speaking, dude, if you've been training for a while and you turn 16 and you have like decent adult strength, jump in. Why not? Yeah, it's always worried me doing slide bys in jiu-jitsu. I'm not sure what needs. So, if you know Michael Pixley, search up Michael Pixley and do that. How would you progress the fastest if you were to start over? I would watch a lot of film, ask a bunch of questions, and find one upper belt in my gym whose game I like, and steal the whole thing. Is what I would do. I would also. Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. What do you think about Moneyberg having a black belt? Everybody knows he's not a black belt. That's, like, common knowledge. Belts don't matter, though, so I don't care. So you think I need to start watching film? Yeah, if you understand what's going on, start watching film. If you don't understand what's going on, don't watch it. Yeah, you're probably not at that level. But watching instructionals helps, in my opinion. If you're, like, ADHD nerdy like me, it helps a lot. But just mat time is the best thing that you can do in a lot of flow rounds. Yeah, I'm getting free private lessons from Purple. Dude, that's sick. Yeah, keep doing that. But, yeah, generally speaking, you'll get better faster doing that. That's pretty much it. But yeah, but dude, everybody knows Moneyberg's not a black belt. That's like common knowledge. It's just annoying because it just makes us look bad as a sport. I would 100% say though that you should stop putting a lot of emphasis in belts. This kid named Jaden, he's XSL whatever on TikTok and stuff like that. All right, steal my game. Become a leg locking machine, dude, please. But should I stay at white for comp because won't have? Yeah, just do it once if you win, you win. Jaden, he just joined the stream. I don't know if he's gonna stay here, but he was saying to begin with in one of my comment sections, yeah, don't put emphasis in belts. I promise you, a purple belt from fucking B team is gonna beat a bunch of black belts. You know what I mean? Belts don't matter. No one that does jujitsu for real will care about your skill. Or, sorry, will care about your belt. They will only care if you're good at jujitsu or you're bad at jujitsu. No one gives a fuck if you're, like, no one gives a fuck that does jujitsu for real what belt you have. You know what I mean? If somebody has a black belt, dude, who the fuck cares? I don't give a fuck if you have a black belt. That just shows that you've done it for 8 years. If you go out there and sub a black belt, guess what? You just proved you wasted his time for fucking 8 years. You know what I mean? We needed a collab live one day. I tried to go live one. Dude, yeah, by all means, we should. You know what I mean? Any tips on fasting for weight cut? Don't do it. Is my honest answer. It's stupid. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, belt. Stop putting emphasis in belts. The belt ties cloth, especially now in Nogi nowadays, and now that we have a bunch of fusion of, like, judo, wrestling, catch wrestling, grappling, dude, it doesn't matter. If I'm going out to compete against somebody and I'm putting this guy on a pedestal because he has a fucking black belt, what the fuck does that matter? I have really poor competition mindset, which I'm trying to work on right now. You need to stop caring about what kind of fabric he has around his waist. It's just, dude, he's just a guy. I'm 136 right now. How do I make 124 by the end of the week? Water load, a lot. Search what that is, and then be careful of your sodium intake. You gotta show me how to set this up. Dude, I'll show you how to set it up, 100%. But what you should do is start streaming as soon as possible because you're not going to be able to display your screen unless you do it 3 times. So, yeah. When you joining IFC, never. UFC, never. Is it worth to try to learn lower body? Yes, I did it. It's a cheat code. People should only care about tournament wins. Moneyberg has zero. Exactly, yeah. Tips for bulking: eat more than you think you should. Track your calories. Put yourself in a 300 calorie surplus. And lift 2 to 3 times a week if you're training jiu-jitsu at the same time. Belts don't matter unless you're completely untrained, lol. Blue belt beating some. Exactly. Like, dude, I promise you, Jaden, he's in this thing right now. Jaden would beat some black belts. Genuinely. If you look at his comp footage, he will flying armbar some random fuck-ass black belt. And he probably won't give a fuck. It's like, if I go out there, you also got to think about the context. If I go out there and I beat some 35-year-old black belt, you know what I mean? That's in my weight class. Who cares? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Why would I care? Who are you? Exactly. Who am I? Exactly. Who am I? I don't matter. No one knows who I am. So why does it matter? You know what I mean? Thank you, Darren Bolo. Exactly. Who am I? I'm no one. Who cares? Who cares what I do? You know what I mean? It's just a match. So what? Shout out Banks. Skills over belt. Exactly. Skills over belts. So that's what I always say. I always say that depending on where you are, obviously give respect to people that stuck in the sport. You know what I mean? Like, obviously be respectful. How do you roll when you get cry? I cry. I cry when I get retwists. That's the answer. It sucks. Like I want to shave my head every single day. It's horrible. As a kid, is it worth to bulk up? Depending how old you are, but dude, you just need to get matches. When you're in your youth, get as many matches as humanly possible. Don't ignore the weights, ignore the skill, get matches. You need competition reps. No gi better than gi. Yeah. Sounds just like most athletic competitor blue belts would beat the majority. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's 100% true. Jaden's right. My coach says I have a lot of potential and insists I come 5 days a week. Yeah, dude, you're probably really good. You know what I mean? You probably just do have a lot of potential and you're really good. Best submissions for if you have long limbs, triangles. Triangles. Triangles and K guard. Generally triangles, K guard, and straight ankle locks. Wrestling and sambo, even you don't care about anything but your competition. Yeah, exactly. Can you watch my match and tell me what to improve on? Yes, I'll be doing that later. Joel, have you been training gi? Yes, I have been training gi, and I'm gonna be training soon. Yo, I'm new. You compete? Yes, I do compete. I'm about to compete this weekend. I've done a lot more super fights than I've done like smooth comp stuff, but I'm about to go do a quintet at Georgia Tech. Exactly. You would rather be a lower belt subbing black belts. That is way fucking cooler. Jesus, there's 46 people in this thing. Oh my gosh. Guys, remember to like, share, like and share the stream. You guys are killing it. My name is Xavier. Bro, where can we watch your match? We won't be streaming it, I don't think, but I will. What day is the quintet? It doesn't. Yeah, it's not like it's just a bunch of schools coming together to do it. It's not like it's not on a thing. How do I get on a college team? Join a school that has a college club. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm cool. How often do you train? Every day. Do you have to be a black belt? Fuck no. Wait, black belt for what? How do I? No, you do not have to be a black belt, dude. I'm a blue belt. I'm a shitty blue belt. Yeah, I train 7 days a week. I'm a shitty blue belt, dude. Like, you don't have to be good to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I say this to people all the time when it comes to training jiu-jitsu or even making content, and I will stand on it. Do you have any comp footage? I do, but I will not be playing it yet. I'll be playing it most likely to Thursday. Thursday, there will be another stream, probably at night. 7 days a week, bro, rest. No, I have an addiction and a problem. Struggles, we got to stream together soon. Yes, we do, actually. We do, 100%. I keep putting it off. So I should. How much do you train per day? I've trained 2 hours today, and I'm going to train 2 to 3 more tonight. But genuinely, it's minimum 2 hours a day. I'm unemployed and in college, so yeah. You can't do that if you're employed. Long story. How long I've been doing jujitsu? It's complicated. I trained a little bit when I was a kid. It was mainly a daycare though. So I played mostly dodgeball when I was a kid, and then I quit. I wrestled for 1 year. I was a shitty wrestler, and then I started doing jujitsu, and I've been addicted ever since. What's up, Ryder? Got that paper, I see. How much of an advantage is high school wrestling when starting BJJ? At white belt, it matters. At blue belt, it kind of matters. Everything past that, it doesn't matter. It also depends on the caliber of high school wrestler you are. If you are just some random state champion from some bumfuck state, it doesn't matter. If you are a Super 32 qualifier, a Powerade champion, a Fargo champion, yes, it fucking matters. You know what I mean? It just only depends on the caliber of wrestler you are. That is it. You know what I mean? People can wrestle for 4 years and be dog shit. People can wrestle for 2 years and be fucking Fargo All-Americans. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, you should. Keone, dude, that's great. I'm glad that you want to, get after it. Guys, remember to like, share, and follow the stream. Please interact with it. The more people that join, the more I can continue to do these things, the more I can give you guys more jiu-jitsu advice and stuff like that. But yeah, generally speaking, like, the caliber of wrestler you are is what is dependent on, and it's also dependent on your affinity for grappling. Brandon Reed, for example, has the greatest transition from wrestling to jiu-jitsu probably that we've ever seen, other than, like, Nicky Rod. You know what I mean? Will you forget about me when you become popular and famous? Dude, I'm switching up on all my day ones if I ever become popular and famous, dude. I will never remember it. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
How often should I be competing as a hobbyist blue belt? I'm training as much as you possibly can. You know what I mean? If you have other shit to do, don't, focus on your real life shit. But, oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about Jason Nolf. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Jason Nolf is the best. Yeah, you're right. Jason is the best wrestler to jiu-jitsu probably right now. To be honest, Nicky Rod was only that good because the threshold of jiu-jitsu wasn't that good back then. Joseph Chen is one of my favorite grapplers to watch. He is also one of my favorite grapplers to watch. I love watching B-Team vlogs. Jaden, I am so jealous of you because you can just get up and go train at B-Team whenever you want to. Fuck you. I hate you. I'm wrestling from 3 to 5:15, then jiu-jitsu from 6:30 to 8. I don't go on gi days. Do you think I think so, but I think if you are trying to do anything in wrestling, I think you should solely think about training wrestling. Is my opinion. You know what I mean? Especially in season. That's what I would do. How do I know how long I should sit out for an injury when it's fucking healed? I think Pixley will eventually beat Nicky Rod. As a Pedigo guy, I think so too. Bro, come down and train with me. Dude, I'm trying to make an Austin trip. I just need money. Once I get enough money, I'm coming to Austin, bro. I will hit all of you guys up immediately and train. I'm 41, just started in August. Would you recommend competing? Yeah, compete if you want to. You know what I mean? But if you're worried about like being safe, obviously, dude, you know, there's a degree of risk to anything in jiu-jitsu and martial arts. So I would say be very careful. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you have the time to prepare for it because you don't want to just pay your money and then go get starched. You know what I mean? So yeah, just prepare for it. Go have fun. Remember, you're paying for it. So just, you know, try to prepare adequately. Do what you think you're supposed to do for competition. What's your opinion on B Team going to Simple Man and Craig leaving? Craig is trying to grow the sport of jiu-jitsu. No problem with it, and it's basically the same thing anyways. It's just a name change. You know what I mean? Craig has done more for the sport of jiu-jitsu than most people ever will, and I will stand on the fact that posting content and pushing jiu-jitsu to as many people as possible will do way better for the sport than competing. The only reason I want to get good at jiu-jitsu is so I can push more jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? I'm a no one right now. I'm literally a no one. And I'm trying to grow the sport as much as I possibly can with what I know I can do. You know what I mean? I currently weigh 140. Should I cut down to 136 division or compete? What's your age? How much do you weigh? Or sorry, what's your age and how much time do you have? And what are you competing in? What is your belt? I'm a blue belt. What is Craig doing next? He's just talking about. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably gonna chill out. Agreed. I like him with the Fight Foundation. Yeah, I'm trying to push wrestling as much as I possibly can. And yeah, dude, you're great for that. People at Simple Man. What? Guys, people at the team formerly known as B Team know who I am. Have you ever gotten first in a competition? I mean, yeah, dude, at like random local blue belt competitions and like super fight brackets. Dude, I'm just beating other schmuck blue belts. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like, dude, beating up. I'll stand on this. Stop caring about how many wins you get. I only care about winning so I can do more matches. I don't care about winning my blue belt tournaments. I want to win. I want to beat the people that are fucking good. I don't give a fuck about beating some random ass blue belt. I'm also a random ass blue belt. You know what I mean? So, like right now, I want competition reps. I don't care that much about winning. I want to compete and train as much as I possibly can so I can get to my peak as fast as possible. Caring about the little fucking blue belt tournament wins doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Nothing matters until black. Or not even black belt, until you're on the big stage. You know what I mean? If y'all came. Dude, that would be sick. Yes, I am in college. Got my blue belt last night. Congrats, Tony. But yeah, dude, like, generally speaking, I will never care about the random blue belt wins. It's cool. Yeah, bro, look, I got a gold medal. I don't give a fuck. I am at UF, yes. Stroll CGI. That'd be funny. Tell Craig to do, like, an influencer matchup. I don't think I'm even big enough for that, to be honest. I don't think I'm, like, but we'll see. Do you believe you will become a... No. Mm-mm. I don't think I'll be one of the best in jiu-jitsu. I know I can become world class. I don't think I'll be one of the best. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't want to be one of the best. I want to be able to make a living and be able to spread the sport that I love so much. It has given me so much. So what's your plan for the top? I don't have one yet. Tell you have to accept me so I can join the VG. Dude, please, by all means, come on down. Like, UF is way more difficult to get into now than it was a couple years ago, and even then I thought it was difficult to get into. So, honestly, you're smarter than me if you get accepted now. Hey, dude, maybe boxing is better. Good for you. I don't care. I like jiu-jitsu. You know? I don't like CTE. I don't like that at all. I'd rather my knees click. I'm a white belt, just started June, and my coach thinks I have mad potential. Dude, yeah, you probably do. You know what I mean? Go see what you can do with it. Yo, I'm going to be at trials. Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. I want to do it, but if I have to go to do fucking nationals for collegiate jiu-jitsu, then I'm going to that. But I think I'm leaning towards more ADCC Open and trials. So I'll probably do that, and I'll see you there, bro. We should hang out. It's always a striker. Yeah, dude, I don't care about fucking, yeah, I don't care. Like and share the stream. Yeah, exactly, strikers. I don't care if you think boxing is good. Good for you, bro. I never care. It's always strikers in my chat that are like, bro, boxing is better. Whoa! It's a different sport. I don't care. You know, good for you. You know what I mean? It's like somebody saying I'm bad at jiu-jitsu. Great. Just got my stripe last night, and I think about trying to. Yeah, bro. Try as many types of jiu-jitsu as you possibly can. You know what I mean? No-gi, I have a lot of fun with no-gi. Do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord. But yeah, dude, try doing as much jiu-jitsu as you can. You know what I mean? No-gi will teach you a lot of things about gi, and gi will teach you a lot of things about no-gi. I think I saw a video saying the collegiate nationals are not going to go far and will die quick. So here's the thing. I'll explain that later. I'm at 20% body fat. Should I try? I'll explain the college jiu-jitsu thing in a second. I tried to get to 12 to 14% body fat before competing. Yeah, depends how much time you have, but generally, if you can try to get your body fat percentage lower, it makes competing way easier. Honest question: do you think when you're in comp and the op goes straight to guard and crawls to you, I don't care, pass the guard? It's jiu-jitsu. Like if I wanted a wrestling match, I would have put way more time into trying to get good at wrestling. I'm a shitty wrestler. You know what I mean? So try that. I will send you the Discord link later. I like no-gi. Gi has some unreal grabs. Yeah, Gi is more skill dependent. Like at the beginning is the thing, and there's a lot of stalling because of death grips and holding position. So if you're okay with that, then by all means, do it. But do what you have fun with. What about wrestlers in BJJ? What are your opinion? I think wrestlers transition very easily to jiu-jitsu once they get it. I think their intensity is great for competition solely because they have competed so much of their life. In wrestling, you are competing every single weekend. You know what I mean? So they're used to competing, and they already know how to move their body. A lot of white belts are random tech dudes that just roll in and have no clue how to fucking move on a mat. That is why they do so well in jiu-jitsu. And they also have, like, wrestling intensity is nowhere near jiu-jitsu practice intensity. A high school wrestler will have better cardio than a bunch of purple belts, and I stand on that. Unless you train at, like, a super competitive gym. My first competition this weekend, how do I deal with those nerves? You don't. Nerves come with every competition. It get better the more you compete, and yeah, you'll do great, I'm sure. Oh my god, there are so many fucking questions. I always feel I'm going too hard at practice because I go harder than anyone in the gym. Maybe you are, but maybe you're not. You know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing wrong with going hard, dude, if you're trying. You know what I mean? You're trying to learn. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't think that matters. I like to go slower because I can think more about my jiu-jitsu. That's the reason I go slower. If I could think and do jiu-jitsu at a fast pace, I would 100% do that. You know what I mean? Because it would help me a lot more, like, in competition speed. But I just can't think that fast. So I have to slow down so I can problem solve my way through jiu-jitsu. How to win ADCC trials? I have no idea. Ask J-Rod. Valotake, thank you. 6-7. Facts. As someone who does various martial arts and sports, couldn't agree more with your takes. Thank you, bro. Favorite back take? Bolo. Buy Xavier off to practice. Bro, by all means, dude. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. How often should I train? I just started. As much as you can without getting injured. So, like, probably 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Once you get better and acclimated to rolling, you can ramp it up. But if you have other shit to do the other shit. Jiu-jitsu doesn't pay the bills. I've been wrestling for about 6 years now. Would you suggest starting BJJ a little before? Yes, because guillotines suck. Do a little bit of jiu-jitsu so you know some submission defense, and then chain your wrestling into MMA. You'll be great. As I was saying. Yeah. Anyways, I like Fabricio Andre. Are you going to be watching the ADCC youth trial? Probably not. I have no idea anything about that, to be honest. I have to look. Yo, Cole. Cole, are you there?
What?
Dude, I have I had 60 viewers in the stream.
Oh, right now?
Not right now. I have 44. I like BJJ, but I don't like Mikey. He's what's your opinion? Mikey as a person, he's fine. I just think that if you want to push jiu-jitsu, you need to get people that are way more exciting. I think that making things exciting and monetizing it is more important right now than people that are good at the sport. People that are exciting to watch and have personalities will forever drive sports further than the actual sport itself. Diehard sports fans, diehard jiu-jitsu fans will like Mikey. I am a diehard jiu-jitsu lover, but I understand that if you want to push a brand, go to the B team. Dude, somebody like Andy Varela, great pick. Go into the B team room and grab the most funniest and the most exciting people there and throw them in. That's what I would do if I was in charge. I'm just not, though. What is your highest percentage sub rear naked choke? No, Aoki lock. Sorry. What's your favorite submission? An Aoki lock. I'm 16 and have a comp in about a month. I weigh 140. Should I cut to 136? I mean, dude, if you can diet down, but, like, generally don't cut weight. Go to whatever bracket has the most people so you can get more matches. Which grip do you use for oil checking? Shh, don't tell him that, bro. Okay, anyways. Back to this, because I've been talking for too long. Fabricio does a really good job in every single one of his matches of keeping that seatbelt grip. But to be fair, dude, his forearms are like the size of my legs. Like, dude, he is so jacked at 66 kilograms. I don't know how he's that big. I don't know if Jaden's still here, but Jaden's also going to be a 66er like me. So, like, But like he is huge for 66 kg. You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, steroids, but like other than that, no clue. Is you? I'm a BJJ beginner. Yo, what's up, Corin? Sorry, I'm a BJJ beginner. I've had about 4 classes. How do I get out of someone's mount? Kipping escape or elbow escape. Kipping escape, elbow escape, or UPA is how you get out. You, in my opinion, hip escape or kipping is your best bet to get out of mounts. Hello, Cameron did it. Should I keep on doing kids or move to adults? If you can do both, and you'll get way more. I bet you can't burp. Well, burp. I'm gonna cut. I'm 90 kilograms. What do I eat, bro? Take your calorie maintenance and decrease it, or like decrease it by 300 to 500 calories, and then walk more. My favorite sub gotta be, Sula. Oh Lord. I don't know. I've always been able to do it randomly for some reason. I have no idea. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts, guys. If you want to get, if you do your best one, uh, I'll send. I can't do that. That's probably the best I got, dude. You know, I need like a Celsius or like a drink or something. What are some tips for getting into BJJ? Learn as much as possible. Learn how to flow roll as fast as possible. Ask as many questions as you possibly can because you're literally paying for it. And watch film. That's my best advice to everybody. Also, if you guys could, I'm 5'4", I'm a midget. If you got, I'm like Kevin Hart height. If you guys could get a energy drink to sponsor me, that would be awesome. He hit me with this same flying armbar on our rolls. Damn. And why run as fast as possible? Run as fast as possible. I don't know what that. Did I say run as fast as possible? I just said it was Kevin Hart height. I'm coming back to BJJ after 2 months injury. What should I expect to feel when I roll? You're going to be very tired and you're going to get sore very, very quickly. Always try to calm down. Yes, I do. I do mobility training. I have a pretty flexible guard if I do say so myself. Why run for being good at BJJ? It'll probably, I mean, running, like, depending on what if sprints help your cardio a lot because that's how it's like the same lactic acid system as jiu-jitsu will most likely be. It's the easiest way to simulate it without any breaks, and it'll get your VO2 max up. But you could, running long form cardio will always increase your baseline aerobic capacity. Do you grapple with gear without? I do both. I hate when they pull guard. It's so cringe. I don't really care. I like to pass anyways. I keep getting stuck in side control. Any advice? Do not let him get the crossface hand on you, and put your elbow in his throat and hip escape. Is my best advice. They cannot sub you from side control if they're like generally. So just be patient. Is your goal to be in BJJ UFC? Dude, if I got invited to BJJ UFC, I would 100% do that. Fan bike is a hack for jiu-jitsu. This is true. That assault bike, fan bike thing, hack for your jiu-jitsu cardio. This guy is correct. Who was this? Who said this? Service Fuoco. That guy. He's right. Excuse me. Oh, hey, Cameron. That was a good burp. I've just started MMA. Any advice? Learn how to do touch sparring and learn to sprawl. How do I pass all guard? Or how do I pass guard? Or how do I pass pull? How do I pass pull guard? I don't know what that means. How do you protect your hair while rolling? I cry myself to sleep and try to wear a bonnet, but I gave up on that, and my hairdresser and my mom get really, really upset with me, and I contemplate cutting my hair off every single day. Would you ever learn striking? I've done striking before. I just prefer grappling more because I'm getting. No, I'm just kidding. I just like grappling more. It's just what I like to do. Elbow and throat is horrible. It sets you up for an arm triangle. That's why you frame it there. You don't push as hard as you can. You frame it there so they don't just pop it to the side. You know what I mean? You frame it there and connect your hands and then shrimp away. That's how I do it, and it's worked. It works for me. Obviously, I'm not saying I'll never get arm triangled. But yeah, have you put on muscle from BJJ? I've put on muscle because I've gotten older and I have nice genetics. Judo or wrestling? Like, I'll show you how big my dad is. Hold on. What about you got blue? My dad's yeah, my genetics are from my dad. I'm really, dude. I will be honest with you. Your locks will tear. Like, it sucks. It is so annoying. Yeah. Good luck. I believe in you though. So yeah, guys. So I don't put on. I put on. Shit, it's too bright. This is what my dad. Oh my god. This is what my dad looks like. And that's my little brother. That's my dad with the baby and my uncle. The physique. I think TikTok will ban me. But yes, you can see the physique. I'm wearing a jacket right now. But this is my. Oh wait, hold up. I don't. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is my physique generally speaking. This is my physique. That's about it though. I'm not like crazy jack, dude. I'm a 145er. You know what I mean? But no, I don't think so. I think the calorie intake thing, arms. I think the calorie intake thing is a really big issue when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Like, are you lean muscle or more of a bulky dude? I can get lean pretty easily. I can manipulate my body weight pretty easily. I'm very lucky with my metabolism. I'm not 145 right now. I compete at 145. I'm like 152. The heaviest I've ever been is 165, and that's when I was injured and just lifting and eating. Um, I literally benched 225 when I was 15. So like, I don't like lifting that much. How tall are you? I'm 5'4". Are you doing trials? No. I suck and I'll get broken at trials. Is 29 still good? Yeah, dude. By all means, like if any age is good to start doing jiu-jitsu. You'll be fine. Dude, I just said it before. I literally got submitted by a 65-year-old man. He knee barred me. You know, thank God I could be at 135, 140. Hi, bro. You know, Mayram. That sounds familiar. Doing no-gi world. If I can afford to go, I will. Should I do jiu-jitsu at 6'3"? Yes, because you'll triangle everybody. Are you flexible? I am flexible and have good calisthenics. Yes. Oh, all right, calisthenics. My lifts are more impressive than my calisthenics. Ankle locks. All right, that's fair. You can have that opinion. Tell that to Mateusz Szczynski. Florida. Having an issue with being undersized in class 160 pounds. Everybody, dude, I'm 145, and every single one of my teammates is a heavyweight. You want to see a picture of me standing next to my teammates? For the record, I go with the jiu-jitsu face guy, and he is 6'3". So like, trust me, like, it's rough. Do you think I would be good at jiu-jitsu? Yeah, of course. You know, you have decent any grappling, good grappling in my opinion. I stand on that. As a collegiate wrestler, what level BJJ should I go? Yeah, I think depending on as if you're a collegiate wrestler, yeah, dude, you should go to intermediate. I'm playing. They work, lol. Fair enough, bro. You got me. I know you're a BJJ TikToker, but what calisthenics should I do before wrestling? Handstand walks, pull-ups, pretty much. Bro, you go to Abu Dhabi World Pro? No. Can I hold my own with them defense? I can only defense leave. Yeah, that's fair, bro. It just takes time to get good. What's your opinion on gi? I think if you are a good gi guard player, you will always be a very good no gi guard player. Chris Wojcik talks about this. Every guy that is phenomenal in gi, have you received any? Yes, I have. Any guy that is phenomenal in gi is always good at no gi. But like, dude, Mateusz Szczynski came from gi. Gordon Ryan technically didn't come from gi. Fucking Chris Wojcik came from gi. Has a phenomenal guard. Fucking. How long have you been blue? I compete at purple belt tournaments, and I've won some purple belt tournaments anyways, but I'm still a blue belt, so I don't really care about my belt. It's whenever my coach wants to promote me. All my boys got promoted to purple, but I don't really care. I'll explain the collegiate BJJ thing either tonight or tomorrow. Is 127 or 141 harder? 140 depends on what sport we're talking about. Should I do Abu Dhabi Pro after coming back from injury? I'll have 1 week of prep time. I wouldn't because I'm nervous, but yeah, sure, go for it, bro. Every person I fought in the gi is good in no gi. Yeah, exactly. Hey, bro, what's the best advice that you will give to a BJJ beginner who does an MMA? Learn snatch singles, learn to sprawl, and learn how to touch spar and flow spar. 2 years. Cade Rotolo or Mika? Cade, because Cade submitted him, and I think Cade will still beat Mika. I think Mika has a wife and kid now. So I think he's going to have a kid soon. So I think his priorities are a little bit different at the moment. I think Mika was on a generational run. And I think Mika and Gi will beat Cade in an IBJJF rule set. I just think Cade and the Rotolo brothers are way too unpredictable to deal with. So they're just, they present a jiu-jitsu in and of itself. I do not address religion questions on stream. To keep this as purely jiu-jitsu related as possible. Dream Academy to train at AOJ. They're super cool. I would love to train at Simple Man Martial Arts, but I'm not like boys with anyone there. Exactly. Yeah. They're literally making a super soldier right now. That is 100% correct. I'm trying to find a picture of me and my teammates right now so you guys can understand the size discrepancy between all of my team and me because I am tiny, bro. bro. Just so you understand how small I am. I'm a white belt. Can you respond to this before I say my next thing? Yeah, bro. Tony, what's up? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. What you got for me, bro? As I still, what's the most prestigious comps you've won? Like a fucking Jiu-Jitsu World League, dude. Like, I haven't won shit. I'm not good. The account is BJJ struggles, not BJJ is good at Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? I just watch a lot of film and train a lot. I don't get taken down much, so I don't gotta work on my bottom game. Any advice? Work on front headlock series stuff. Change with submission or with takedown defense really nicely. Can you heal like a blue belt? A Naga. Bro, who's your favorite artist? Don't have one. When can I expect to get a blue belt? I'm competing in November for my first time, but I'm like a really good white belt. How long have you been training? Don't care about your belt. If you feel like you deserve a blue belt, go compete at intermediate and win that. What's your opinion on suplexes being banned at IBJJF? I think it's literally just injury prevention. To begin with, I don't care about ban. I would say it's mainly for injury prevention, and they just don't want to deal with it. I don't think it's mainly because of that as an issue. People also like to throw each other off of mats is a big problem, especially with the higher caliber of competitions you go to, the more violent people usually get. I submit blue belts, and I submitted my black belt coach yesterday by Fulcrum choke. Oh yeah, bro, then yeah, you're probably pretty good. You know what I mean? Me and you have been training about the same amount of time. So honestly, maybe you are a blue belt, maybe you're not. You know, who knows? Doesn't really matter though. This isn't a fault to you. I'm not like being, yeah, you suck. No. Your belt doesn't matter. If you did submit your coach legitimately, good for you. If you believe you deserve a blue belt, go prove it. Go compete and go win blue belt. You know what I mean? But regardless, if you're going to do jiu-jitsu for the long haul, you'll get your belt eventually, and no one cares about your belt. You know what I mean? People that are good don't ask you what your belt is. They know you because you're good. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, who was it? Like, dude, J-Rod won. Yeah, I know belt doesn't matter, but I just want a blue belt because the white belts I submitted and you. Okay, fair enough. Everybody wants to be recognized, so I get it. You know what I mean? Um, you'll get it one day. You know what I mean? You'll get it soon, most likely. I feel like belts do matter somewhat in gi. I think that in general, skill is skill. You know what I mean? I don't think that gi. I think gi is more skill dependent. But I do also believe that belts should be are a sign of time and generally like how good you are. But it's not an end all be all. There are blue belts that are really really good. But there are also some black belts that are all right, but they're still black belts. You know what I mean? They probably aren't horrible. But yeah, dude, Pixley just won brown belt fucking pans, dude. You're gonna tell me he's a brown belt? Snap Marigali's shoulder. Bro, who will win? I don't know, honestly. Depending on the BJJ brown belt, I would 100% want to have Michael Pixley's BJJ brown belt skills. You know what I mean? If I have that, I'm probably submitting a D1 wrestler. Yeah, for sure. I'm a blue belt, doing it since I was 10. I'm 17 now. I go against brown belts. Yeah, dude. To be fair, you have 7 years of mat time, and that's basically the amount of time it takes to get a brown or a black belt. So you're probably honestly a brown or a black belt or a super high competition purple belt. Belts matter in the gi. Purple belt gi major is the same as black belt, not gonna black belt gi. I will 100% say that like generally IBJJF World's purple belts are the future of black belts. You're not gonna tell me some 18-year-old purple belt would not dominate some random black belt. You know what I mean? The highest level grappler I have trained with Jason Rao. Jason Rao. I'm gonna go up to Daisy Fresh pretty soon, so probably all of them eventually. Appreciate the throw. Heal up and get back to it, brother. Thanks, bro. Can you search up Devin Riley? Um, sure. Hold on. Devin Riley. I searched him up. Does he have 1.8K followers on Instagram? Hmm? Oh, what's up, Darnell? That's my cousin. Dude, he used to beat the piss out of me when I was a kid. Oh, yeah, dude, this guy looks really good. What's your name? My name is Xavier. Nobody knows that for some reason. To be fair, my name on this thing is Struggles. So, like, I get it, but, um, Yeah, Darnell just hit me with a follow. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, wait, you're 17? No, I am 20. I roll with Devin a lot, and he helps me, well, I'm a decent weapon. But yeah, bro, that most likely, yeah, that probably is the reason. Like, the higher caliber of room that you train in, the better that you'll get. You know what I mean? Like, if I am only rolling with a bunch of casuals, my progression will be slowed, not because that the casuals are bad, but it's because they're not giving me the responses that better people are going to be giving you. So better people give you more jujitsu and good responses for you to be able to problem solve around it. Like, if I can't get an armbar for some reason, whether they're doing this or they're doing the hitchhiker escape for some reason, that's a problem that I need to address. The problem comes when you don't have people that give you those responses, is when you can just do fucking anything and it works. It's why when people say beat up people that are worse than you, it's like yes and no. Beating up somebody that is like has never done jujitsu will not get you better at doing jujitsu because they just do shit. Beating up blue belts works because they have enough jujitsu and context to give you problems for you to solve around. That is why people will get better at beating up blue belts or high level white belts. You just spam them because they have the responses that you need to work around, but aren't good enough to get out. So you can just spam that shit. This way of breaking the grips. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's how. Dang, you changed with Josh Cisneros, bro. Oh, his little brother. Is he good? I know the Cisneros. Cisneros is saucy. Any wrestling background. 1 year of wrestling, and I was a bad wrestler. Fun fact. You can search up my record. It's somewhere out there. My name is Xavier DeBeek. You can search that. Is wrestling good? Yes. Wrestling is good base for BJJ. Just don't overuse it and actually learn jiu-jitsu. It's my best advice to most people. But generally speaking, it's like it doesn't matter in the long term. Depending on how good you are at wrestling. If you are like a Super 32 All-American as a high school wrestler, yeah, bro, that matters. You know what I mean? How do you get Ivor? Joshua Cisneros' old coach is my coach. Dude, that is awesome for you. You are probably really good. You know what I mean? Like, Joshua Cisneros is really, if you don't know him, guys, search him up. Joshua Cisneros is really, really good. How do you get over pre-comp? You don't. They always happen. You just get better at competing. You just keep competing more, and the nerves will go down. I wrestled for 1 year too, and I was buns as well. How did improve so fast? I watched a lot of film, did a lot of very specific things, and I asked a lot of questions. I also was unemployed, and I trained a bunch. What advice do you give to someone who trained MMA but is nervous to go back? That's a loaded question. To be honest, it depends what you're nervous about, right? I would say if you're nervous about like how far of backwards you've fallen, that can be a problem. You know what I mean? But I think it's like more of a mental issue than anything else. But you'll just jump back into it. Go watch a class. You know what I mean? It's so hard to like if you love it, you won't be able to just sit and watch. You know what I mean? That's how I put it. Since I'm a white belt, what do you suggest? My first tournament, I'm confident because I only roll with bigger and better guys and hold my own, but don't know what to expect. Just go do it. The more you think about it, the more you'll psych yourself out. Just sign up and go do one. What's the longest injury you've been out for? 4 months. I broke my ankle. But then I was still kind of like sort of training. Like, Cole, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my roommate will tell you I broke my ankle and then I went back and I like went to the gym the next day.
This did not happen.
All right, I hate this guy.
This shit never happened.
All right. Yo, you're a goat. You're a goat. I love watching your IG reels. Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Also, guys, like and share the stream. I'm gonna be ending the stream relatively soon, cause I want to go play video games. Unless you wanna watch me play video games for some reason instead of talk about jujitsu. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, guys, watch this. Overhook. Of course I respond, dude. I'm doing this because of you guys. You know what I mean? Do you think you get more experience from super fights or local tournaments? Local tournaments because I get more matches. Super fights are fun though. What are you playing? I don't know what I'm gonna play at. No way. You just respond. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Battlefield 6. Nah, I don't have Battlefield 6. I'm poor. How much would you say your nutrition plays into it? Not at all. I have decent. I genuinely think like my nutrition helps me diet down. I don't think it genuinely helps me with my performance. Supplements. I don't take any supplements. And I've eaten 4 packs of ramen noodles in the last 2 days.
Fuck.
So like I'm like my diet is not like dude. I eat so much ice cream and drink so much Celsius. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Thoughts on Mika Gaval, a talent of his generation, super technical, In the gi, I don't think any of the top contenders at 77 kilograms will beat him. Yeah, no, he's. I think he's the best 77 for gi of all time. Well, not of all time, but he's really good for 77. I think my dream match would be him versus a prime Marcelo Garcia. I think Marcelo Garcia could still give him a run for his money though. He also got fraud checked on CJI by DeAndre Corbet. So, how do you keep your dread so clean while grappling? I wash my hair a lot. What about J Rod? J Rod's jiu-jitsu is very good. I think J Rod in that camp that he had with B Team before he competed at 88 kilograms. Oh yeah, J Rod would be. J Rod before he got booted from B Team would do way better against Mika. You know what I mean? Twists. Would do way better against him. But Gordon Ryan is slamming Mika if he's like in shape. Gordon Ryan is too big, dude. He's too big. He just is. Pause. But he's huge. You know what I mean? Guys, remember to like and share the stream so more people can watch this and I can actually continue to do this for as long as possible. Do you ever obsess over wins and losses, and if so, how do you get over it? Yeah, I do. I get hyper obsessive, even over like wins. I watch my matches over and over and over and over again. I have like crippling ADHD, so yeah, I don't get over it is the honest answer. I didn't know who J-Rod was, but as soon as I watched him up, yeah, watch J-Rod stuff's very good. He has very great rumble passing and stuff like that. How can I tell in a fight if someone really do BJJ? I couldn't tell you really. Wow, I've been using the hook, any product, or just twist after shower. Twist after shower. You think Gordon? My hair locks up super easily though. Like I had coils for like 2 weeks and they locked by accident. You think Gordon Ryan would be good? Yes, Gordon Ryan was beating everybody before he was juicing, dude. Gordon Ryan juiced to get to 99 and 99 plus. He did, and so he could train more. He wasn't juicing because he wanted to be significantly stronger. Obviously, that fucking helps. But Gordon Ryan would be the best at whatever weight he's at. Yeah, J-Rod has retarded arms. Can you? Oh yeah, sorry, bro. Crazy flying armbar. Boom. Fabricio Andre. I love Fabricio Andre. He's my favorite grappler of all time. And he watches a bunch of anime, like I do. So, yeah. I'm not accepting live stuff right now. But I am going to shut off the stream pretty soon. Well, not soon, but like in like 15 minutes probably. But, yeah, J-Rod's like passing is very good. Who's your favorite grappler? This guy, Fabricio Andre, is AOT top 3 teams? I don't know. Are people starting to make livable wages through BJJ? The top guys are, but they're not doing it just by training. They're like, I don't need to pause this for a second so I can address this. People are realizing they need to monetize themselves and they need to sell seminars, which is the only reason I ever would want to win an ADCC trials is solely so I could go around and teach people. I mean, Attack on Titan. Yes, Attack on Titan's very good. Nicky Rod joins the UFC in 5 years. I would laugh so hard if he did that. I don't know who the LeBron of Jiu-Jitsu. Marcelo Garcia. You know, Marcelo Garcia is really good. Marcelo Garcia is my 77 kg goat, and I stand on that. You know, but yeah. Generally speaking, he's really good. Eddie Bravo. Okay, fair. I'll accept that take. Who's the Jordan of BJJ? Dude, I don't know. Mika's there's a lot of good people. It's also a young gym. It depends what Gracie gym, but yeah, generally, I mean, I think every gym has good and bad people. I don't think, like, saying a gym is bad is very fair. I think it depends on what the gym is good for. If it's a casual gym, any casual gym will be bad depending on what you think. You know what I mean? Do you think the people doing seminars are making bank or like Shackles? I think the people that are known are making bank. I think literally how popular you are will determine how much money you can make. You know what I mean? You also need to start a business behind whatever social media thing that you're doing. You know what I mean? There are people with hundreds of thousands of followers that are poor. Just the way it is. You know what I mean? You have to be smart with the way that you do it. You're only an athlete for 4 hours to 6 hours of your day. The rest of your day, you have to either be monetizing yourself, doing something else on the side to be able to make it. The entrepreneurship route is most likely where people are going to make their money, and selling seminars 100% makes people a bunch of money. Making a school academy would help. You know what I mean? What do you mean by business? If I am going to, you need to use your social media following as a funnel to whatever it is that you were selling. If I'm going to sell, if I like, if I make, you know those cooking videos on TikTok? They have a digital product that is like a cookbook or a course on how to cook, and they take their millions of followers and use that as a funnel to generate leads to then go purchase their digital product or whatever service that they're using. And that is something similar that you have to do with jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? What's your favorite UFC fighter? Prates, probably. Prates, probably. Yeah, so that's what I mean when I say funnels. So, for Georgia Tech Quintet, what day is it, and are people allowed to come watch? I have no idea if people are allowed to come watch. It's not my tournament. If it was my tournament, I would 100% let that happen. But it's not my tournament, so I don't know. We'll see, though. Dude, you are so goofy. Do you think Chimaev would mop the floor? Yeah, I think his style is so ferocious that people have just never dealt with it. If you've never dealt with like that style of intensity, dude, it's a shot in the face. You have no fucking clue what's going on sometimes, you know what I mean? So it can be really difficult for those people to deal with that. Chimaev is a motherfucker to deal with. I think like only the top guys are gonna like sauce him though, like genuinely. Like dude, look what happened to Bryce Mitchell. I'm just using him as like a random UFC fighter. Obviously, Chimaev is probably a better grappler than Bryce Mitchell, but Bryce Mitchell got sauced by Landon Elmore. Okay, Landon Elmore is also really good. Like, that kid would beat the dog piss out of me. You know what I mean? So, I just think it depends on who he's going up against. And if you put Chimaev against Nicky Rod would absolutely murder him. Craig Jones would murder him. Gordon Ryan would murder him. Fucking Griffith would murder him. You know what I mean? Like, depending on the rule set, too, Wojak would snap his leg off. Fucking J-Rod maybe stylistically wouldn't do as well, but I think J-Rod would beat him. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's more of a stylistic. Exactly. Chances are he would stall it out and win that way, because he knows how dangerous these guys are. Especially in, like, the world of grappling. You can't grapple in grappling the same way as you grapple in MMA. So that's why it's like the transference is person dependent. We can speculate, but we'll never know. You know what I mean? Like even for fucking what's his face? Ben Askren. Everybody was like, dude, this guy is the second coming. Well, they weren't actually, but Ben Askren, high level wrestler. MMA fighter, meh, he was all right. Also, pray for Ben Askren. I will. I'll watch him later. I'll watch more stuff later. I'm about to end the stream. This was a really good stream, though. So thank you, everybody, for watching. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. Also, do you guys want me to stream more? And do you guys want me to do match reviews? Let me know in the chat right now so I can start preparing for how I'm going to, like, do that. That would help me out greatly if you guys are willing, if you guys want that. No. Khabib's too small. If Khabib's at walk around weight, sure, dude, but like probably not. Dude, Nicky Rod's just gonna leg lock him or just strangle. Nicky Rod, I don't think people understand how big Nicky Rod is. How long have you been doing wrestling? How long have you been doing? I wrestled for a year and I've been doing jiu-jitsu now for 2.5 years. Ugh, excuse me. Thank you, Noah. Be sure to send me gifts, guys. Send me gifts. I'm just
Pay me.
Pay me, pay me. Watch Chimaev grapple like Rockle. Yeah. Love streams. Thanks, bro. How long have you been doing wrestling? How long have you been doing? A year. Wrestling, 2 years. How was great? Oh, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. One kid tried to break my knee randomly, and I laughed at him, and he got triggered and hit me in the face. But other than that, it was nice. Good time. I like Gracie Tampa South. You know what I mean? If I had more money, I would definitely go train there more. I just don't. You know what I mean? So, you know, Maybe I'll get if when I get better at jujitsu. Hopefully they won't make me pay a mat fee. But yeah, no, I love Gracie Tampa South. Everybody's super nice. Yes, you should sign up for UJJ. It is expensive. I understand. Yeah, but when I'm in town, I go visit. Straight up punched you. No, he just fucking palmed me in the fucking nose, and I just started bleeding everywhere. And I was like, all right, ow. And then I just plugged in my nose and went back and rolled with him. It was whatever. He was cool afterwards, you know what I mean? I don't know, some random D2 wrestler kid. And then I heel hooked him twice, and then it was whatever. But he's a nice guy. We talked afterwards. He's chill. I like standing up with him. He's better at stand up than me. He beats me up in stand up all the time. Um, Nice guy. Like I mean, I think he's a nice guy. I just think he just didn't know me. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. What's something that you wish you knew as a white belt that you know now? Train with less intensity helps you train more and learn faster. Going 100% will only burn you out and not let you get as good as you can be because you're not getting hours on the mat. That is what I wished I learned. That there are times when you need to turn up the heat and times when you need to like relax and learn. You know what I mean? You should have learning phases and then peak phases. You know what I mean? That's how I think. When you trying MMA, when my mom doesn't think I'm gonna get CTE is the honest answer, and I would have to try him to. He could is Dylan Dennis. What? Thoughts on butterfly guard? I like butterfly guard. I like butterfly guard. I like butterfly half guard more. Butterfly guard is very, very good though. You can elevate into the leg. It's very versatile. You can elevate into the legs. You can go to double X and wrestle up. You can get force front headlock situations. You know what I mean? You can stand up with underhooks. It's a very good guard at keeping people away. You can get a lot of inside positioning. You can do a lot of sumigations. I'm from Tampa, Florida, but right now I'm in Gainesville. Very good and versatile guard. Aoki lock is my favorite submission. By far. Oh lord, I'm getting a lot of comments. How good is Dylan Dennis? He's a very good black belt. He's better at jiu-jitsu than he is fucking talking. That's for damn sure. But Dylan Dennis did it correctly. He rage baited the internet into being good, but he is actually like very good at jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? I don't know why he would shoot on Logan Paul in that boxing match. That's stupid. Logan Paul was literally like a two times. He was like a high state placer in Ohio. So that's stupid. What belt? I am a blue belt. I am a blue belt. Do you use your thumb knuckles when guillotining? If I'm doing a five-finger choke, yeah, but I don't do five-finger chokes a lot. I'm not good at them. And I don't feel like learning them, to be honest. It's never been my thing. Never been my thing. Alright, guys. How long did it take you to get 6 months? It took me to get a blue belt. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream. If you guys want me to stream, please let me know. And one of my most recent TikToks when you would like me to stream. If you guys would want more different things on the stream, please let me know. I'm going to be launching... I'm going to be putting more shit in my Discord, too. So I'm going to release that on my Instagram story most likely tonight. If you guys want me to do match reviews and shit, let me know. Honestly, I might just charge like $5 a match review or some shit like that so I could buy a Publix sandwich. I was unemployed. That's why that happened, and I have crippling ADHD. Is why that happened. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. This was the best stream I think I've ever had. And yeah, I hope to see you guys more. Yeah, peace.